ẹ̀sùn ni ẹ wo tí kerosene dá aláṣẹ Nàìjíríà níbo lẹ lọ ẹ̀sùn ni ẹ wo tí petrol wí ibo lẹ lọ ẹ̀sùn ni àmọ́ kò lè kàn yín rárá bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ fẹ́ ẹ ó di Germany ẹ ń lọ tọ́jú èyí tí ń fọ yín nù bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ fẹ́ ó di England ẹ ń lọ tọ́jú ààrẹ tí ń ṣèyàwó yín nù àwọn àtàlíkà síbi ni wọ́n fi ń bu oògùn fún wa ìjọba àrùn náà ni after 5 days go and see your doctor. ẹ ó bá àti wá ń ké elórí ń ké ẹlẹ́mú ń ké onílé ń ké lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà onílé ń ké oko ń ké àlejò ń ké ẹ ó bá àti ń ké àwọn kékeré àwọn náà tún ń ké ẹ lọ násẹ̀ mú lọ́jà sórílẹ̀‐èdè láwa yìí sẹ́lù ni ẹ lọ násẹ̀ mú lọ́jà ẹ lọ ná èlùbọ́ ń gbé ẹ bá rí èlùbọ́ tẹ̀ wọ́n ara èlùbọ́ ní 80,000 déédéé owó tí wọ́n yìí kọ́lé ń jọun làbí èlùbọ́ báyìí a sì lára ṣe lórílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ẹ̀wọ̀n tí ní Sudan aláṣẹ Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ẹ̀sùn ni ẹ̀wọ̀n tí kerosene dá aláṣẹ Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ẹ̀sùn ni ẹ̀wọ̀n tí petrol wí ibo lẹ lọ ẹ̀sùn ni àmọ́ kò lè kàn yín rárá bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ fẹ́ ẹ ó di Germany ẹ ń lọ tọ́jú èyí tí ń fọ yín nù bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ fẹ́ ó di England ẹ ń lọ tọ́jú ààrẹ tí ń ṣèyàwó yín nù àwọn àtàlíkà síbi ni wọ́n fi ń bu oògùn fún wa ìjọba àrùn náà ni after 5 days go and see your doctor. ẹ ó bá àti wá ń ké elórí ń ké ẹlẹ́mú ń ké onílé ń ké lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà onílé ń ké oko ń ké àlejò ń ké ẹ ó bá àti ń ké àwọn kékeré àwọn náà tún ń ké ẹ lọ násẹ̀ mú lọ́jà sórílẹ̀‐èdè láwa yìí sẹ́lù ni ẹ lọ násẹ̀ mú lọ́jà ẹ lọ ná èlùbọ́ ń gbé ẹ bá rí èlùbọ́ tẹ̀ wọ́n ara èlùbọ́ ní 80,000 déédéé owó tí wọ́n yìí kọ́lé ń jọun làbí èlùbọ́ báyìí a sì lára ṣe lórílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ẹ̀wọ̀n tí ní Sudan aláṣẹ Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ẹ̀sùn ni ẹ̀wọ̀n tí kerosene dá aláṣẹ Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ẹ̀sùn ni ẹ̀wọ̀n tí petrol wí ibo lẹ lọ ẹ̀sùn ni àmọ́ kò lè kàn yín rárá bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ fẹ́ ẹ ó di Germany ẹ ń lọ tọ́jú èyí tí ń fọ yín nù bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ fẹ́ ó di England ẹ ń lọ tọ́jú ààrẹ tí ń ṣèyàwó yín nù àwọn àtàlíkà síbi ni wọ́n fi ń bu oògùn fún wa ìjọba àrùn náà ni after 5 days go and see your doctor.
wọ́n náà na Nàìjíríà lọ sọkún ẹ̀rí bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́n Nàìjíríà tó fẹ́ ní education tó fẹ́ ní health infrastructure wọ́n fẹ́ ní ohun kan náà fẹ́ ní ẹwà náà fẹ́ ní ìbọ̀dù ẹ̀ sọkún ìran rẹ nígbà yìí gbogbo kọ́ọ̀pù tí ẹ gbà ìwọlé tí mo mi rí. àfáàgbé náà wá sí irun kí lórí wọn na ọmọ wa lára ni ó ní ìlú pé ọmọ níta nà wọn. kódà tí Nàìjíríà bá gbọ́ bọ́ọ̀lù tí a bá yege èmi wà náà tí wọ́n sunkún. ẹ yege mi eré pa ẹ fẹ́lì níbi gbogbo nǹkan kò sẹ́ni kéde kò sí ń pa. bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kọsẹ̀ kò lè rí oògùn lọ́sípítà kò sí náà kò sómi wọ́n bọ́ọ̀lù ọ̀nà lọ ọdún mẹ́fà wọn ò ní ṣe eruku pàrọ̀ àdúgbò tán. wọ́n náà na Nàìjíríà lọ sọkún ẹ̀rí bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́n Nàìjíríà tó fẹ́ ní education tó fẹ́ ní health infrastructure wọ́n fẹ́ ní ohun kan náà fẹ́ ní ẹwà náà fẹ́ ní ìbọ̀dù ẹ̀ sọkún ìran rẹ nígbà yìí gbogbo kọ́ọ̀pù tí ẹ gbà ìwọlé tí mo mi rí. àfáàgbé náà wá sí irun kí lórí wọn na ọmọ wa lára ni ó ní ìlú pé ọmọ níta nà wọn. kódà tí Nàìjíríà bá gbọ́ bọ́ọ̀lù tí a bá yege èmi wà náà tí wọ́n sunkún. ẹ yege mi eré pa ẹ fẹ́lì níbi gbogbo nǹkan kò sẹ́ni kéde kò sí ń pa. bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kọsẹ̀ kò lè rí oògùn lọ́sípítà kò sí náà kò sómi wọ́n bọ́ọ̀lù ọ̀nà lọ ọdún mẹ́fà wọn ò ní ṣe eruku pàrọ̀ àdúgbò tán.
Which is it for you, Dr. Obadiah? Do you think the government is unwilling or unable to protect the people of Southern Kaduna?
In fact, it is not only unable, it is unwilling, and we have good reason to feel that they are part and parcel of the killers. Let me make some revelations to you.
That's a very big allegation, Dr. Obadiah. The government is part and parcel of the killers.
Yes.
That's big.
Yes. Okay, how will the government just say, oh, it is revenge killing and so on? Then you leave it there. Oh, because it is revenge killing and so on and so forth. the body language of this administration, the body language of the state government shows clearly that they have a hand in the killings. No doubt about it. Because, you see, General Abacha, and people don't give him his due. Do you think you would have tolerated such nonsense? And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
Life is so funny. You come with nothing, then fight for everything, and later leave everything and go back with empty hand. God is powerful.
Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù lọ́bọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ìkẹjẹ́ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú. Fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára, ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sí ipò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ, ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ gbogbo adúláwọ̀.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká tó gbọ́ ilé lẹ́ǹkan sí ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Ẹ bá ti wá ń ké eléré ń ké ẹlẹ́mú ń ké onílé ń ké lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà onílé ń ké oko ń ké àlejò ń ké ẹ bá ti ń ké àwọn ọmọ kékeré àwọn náà tún ń ké ẹ lọ násẹ̀ mú lọ́jà sórílẹ̀‐èdè láwa yìí sẹ́lù ni ẹ lọ násẹ̀ mú lọ́jà ẹ lọ ná èlùbọ́ gbé ẹ bá rí èlùbọ́ tẹ̀ wọ́n ara èlùbọ́ ní 80,000 déédéé owó tí wọ́n yìí kọ́lé ń yọ̀hún. Làbílẹ̀ èlùbọ́ báyìí a sì lára ṣe lórílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ẹ̀wọ̀n tí ní Sudan aláṣẹ Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ẹ̀sùn ní ẹ̀wọ̀n tí kerosene dá aláṣẹ Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ẹ̀sùn ní ẹ̀wọ̀n tí petrol wí ìgbọ́dọ̀ lọ ẹ̀sùn ní àmọ́ kò lè kàn yín rárá bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ fẹ́ ó di Germany ẹ̀ ń lọ tọ́jú ìdí ń fọ yín nù bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ fẹ́ ó di England ẹ̀ ń lọ tọ́jú ààrẹ tí ń ṣèyàwó yín nù àwọn àtàlíkà síbi ni wọ́n fi ń bu oògùn fún wa ìjọba àrùn náà ni after 5 days go and see your doctor.
Mo fi Elédùmarè, ẹ má bínú pé I was meant to be on since 10 o'clock. But trust me, as usual, it's been a very hectic day. But we give thanks to Elédùmarè. A fi ti Ọlọ́run Ọba, a fi dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa. Àtàwọn tó ń blọ́ọ̀gì wa. Táwọn báyìí tí blọ́ọ̀gì wa, wọ́n lè mọ ohun tó máa sọ. I will say it again, Lagos. Lagos State should become more vigilant. Lagos State is imminent to a bomb attack. There's no doubt in my mind about that. The terrorists are working very hard to destroy Lagos State. Ẹ sọ fún Babájídé Sanwó-Olú pé bọ̀bọ́ kan wọ́n pè ní Koiki Media. Intelligent wà lọ́wọ́ mi ni mo sọ. I won't say more than that. I also got a report as we speak right now, and Tobale confirmed from someone that has been sending me a message, even though I've asked for further information. Mo fẹ́ lọ wo message yẹn. Ilé-Ifẹ̀. Okay, let's listen to this.
Hello, sir. I'm happy, sir. Network in okay. Òní on the 18th of 8th of August 2022. Ní alẹ́ yìí ni màmá pè mí ní sáìdì ọ̀pá Ilé-Ifẹ̀ Ilé Funfun lọ sí ọ̀nà Ọ̀ṣù. Wọ́n ní àwọn Fúlàní ti wọ gbogbo àdúgbò mẹ́ pé wọ́n dẹ̀ yìnbọn. So gbogbo àwọn aláàlú yòókù gbogbo wọn ti sá wọnú igbó lọ. Bọ̀ a mọ̀ pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá Nàìjíríà wọn lè jáde ilé tó jọ̀sán gan. Wọn kì í jáde jọ àwọn tẹ́ bá lè bá wa pè kí wọ́n lè lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn báyìí jẹ́ pé àwọn Great Ifẹ̀ àtàwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn àwọn làwọn kan ṣiṣẹ́ fún àwa ọmọ Odùduwà àtòótọ́ tọkàntọkàn wọ́n ṣe àwọn aláṣọ dúdú ẹjọ́ nítorí t'Ọlọ́run ẹ bá wa save o ẹ̀mí àwọn tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹjọ́ nítorí t'Ọlọ́run.
I purposely asked him to send a voice note so that tí bá sọ ẹni sọ pé Koiki ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. That's number 2. Number 3, ẹ̀kọ́ déètì ní sílẹ̀. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Yoruba land should be very careful. 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd of next month, there is danger looming in Yoruba land. This person that sent the message, the first message was sent at exactly 11:23 p.m. yesterday, the 18th of August. And the message was, Ile-Ife is under attack. One thing we got to understand is the terrorists know that the game will end, but they are ready to destroy as many places, including the Igbo land and the Middle Belt, before Nigeria will finally break down. I sit here, but I know what is happening. Most often, the Sultan of Sokoto don't control Nigeria as we speak right now. And Eni Koiki Sobe, Ooni of Ife, is aware of that. Why they don't want to talk, I leave that for them to decide. There will be a lot that will happen between now and 2023. I cite you as you are all coming in. Yoruba land is now imminent to a lot of attack. But you are waiting for BBC, Sky News, CNN to come and tell you what I'm telling you. You will be crazy because you'll be bombed. You'll be so stupid to think that they will tell you what I'm telling you. There's a lot of imminent threat to Yoruba land and the other part of Nigeria as we speak today. Imminent threat. Lagos State, that I warned 3 weeks ago, is now gearing up, but it is too late. And if I go back to my headline that I talked about, which is now a day, police confirmed threat to attack Lagos State and the security agency effect a partial lockdown. Yoruba land is now prone to attack by the terrorists. Let me say something. The international community have the same intelligence that I have, but they won't say anything. Don't expect too much from the United Nations, the European Union, the African Union, or those countries around the globe with my beautiful map. Some of you will probably be waiting for America. You're waiting for China, Russia, India, Canada, France, or United Kingdom. But they are already gearing up in terms of evacuation should anything happen in Nigeria today. Maria Tobimilomo, I spent quality time with my mom yesterday because we are now 19th of August 2022. And it's always my pleasure when I go down there because we have mother to son conversation. And I've already spotted her as she has logged in into the conversation. The question, what can we do? I am still telling your governors to buckle up a little bit more. The Fulani now knows that the game is going to end. How soon is what I don't know. I cannot tell you when Nigeria will end, but I know that the Fulani terrorists have it at the back of their mind that there will be the end game to Nigeria. Some of you think there will be election in next year. I'm telling you, there's probability that there will be a coup before next year and they'll hijack the government. And when the government is hijacked, they will tell the international community that due to the insecurity of Nigeria, they will return power back to civilian after 2 years. So we have to be prepared for a lot of things ahead. I was told somebody said that the security agency should pick me up or something. Program. I say it again, Lagos will be bombed by the terrorists. The final phase of it is what they're working on. Location, I don't know. Exact local government, I haven't got a clue. But all I can tell you is, I saw Bajabia Mila, Onjo Buga. Bugao. Abi. You don't know what is coming. Terrorist, you think terrorists care whether a head of a young boy is blown apart? Or you think ISIS cares whether they destroy or Boko Haram? I don't think some of you understand what is called terrorist. Terrorist is the last thing you want to let them activate. But it seems your governors, your politicians are preparing for their own rescue as against protecting the citizens. Yoruba Nation is saying, I'm talking about security threat now to the lives of millions of you in that shithole country. I am thousands of miles away. But Ibitimojogo say, I get intelligent report, and when I get it, I pass it to some few people that needs to be passed on to. But the reason why I come on the air is because I want it to be known to the public domain. Some of you would not understand that whatever I'm saying now is already in the hands of the same countries like the Americans, the Germany. They know. But are they going to do anything? They can only tell the Nigerian government to buckle up a little bit for the imminent attack. But what the government is currently doing in Nigeria is they're playing everything down as if nothing is going to happen. They're playing it down. But my job is to escalate it so that the citizen can cry out more now before it is too late. Because when it eventually happens, a lot of you will cry But ó better ká pè wọ́n nísìn. The kings, you know. I don't want to take you back to what Ooni of Ife said. We are told that they cannot overrun us, but they can create a lot of havoc. And that havoc is what we need to stop before it activates. I remember the July 6 attack. Was it July? In UK. I think it was 2006. It was a terrorist attack here in UK. UK. I think it was it 6? Yeah, 2005. As UK was very powerful when it comes to the UK government do not joke with security. They spend their last money making sure that we are all protected living in this country. I just want to go back to, it was July 7, 2005. Ọjọ́ burúkú lọ́jọ́ tá à ń sọ yìí. Mo fẹ́ fún yín ní brief of a terrorist attack in UK. It is not bandit attack. It is not armed robbery attack. It is not pé àwọn ọmọ àdúgbò sádùúgbò tó ń bára wọn jà. I'm talking about a terrorist attack in UK. How did it happen? And what happened is what I want to take you back. So that you are saying that, hey, London, terrorist, terrorist. Do you think terrorists care about how many people will die or how many? I want to take a meeting, law, but they want to take along with them as many people. Terrorists care less about anybody because they are determined to create the havoc. This has got nothing to do with Yoruba Nation now. I'm just talking about a security alert and a security threat to Nigeria today by the terrorists. Let me take you back to what happened on the 7th of July. How did the British MI5, all the intelligence, miss the sleeper cell that were cooking? Do you know that some of these guys that did the terrorist attack in UK flew in and out of UK and they could not even pick them on the radar? As against Nigeria today, where the border is open and everybody's just coming in and out and you don't even know who is who. In Tomu, UK, to allow just some few information. Going there about the day, and you man Benu Gidini, Kunle Bakers with the super chat when it comes in. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. My name is Olami Koike. You're watching a live broadcast. And I write it again in my own notepad that not just Lagos State, but first, second, and third, Yoruba land should be very, very vigilant and careful. Next month, there's a prone to attack in so many parts of Yoruba land next month. We pray it doesn't happen. We pray your governors, we do the needful, beef up the security. They have the money, they have the manpower, they have the resources, but it is entirely up to them to take my advice, or they'd probably leave it and allow as many people to be killed. My name was called in that video, hello video yakpada. When that person got there, one of our boys, when he come pe Koiki, mo wá pé gbogbo yín nísìn pé ẹ sọ fún àwọn governor pé kó beef up security in the next month nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Because I will be here and I'll sit here and I'll go live and I'll say it's a breaking news and I'll just report it as whatever comes out in the picture. I was in this country when UK was attacked by terrorists on July 7, 2005. I was still in this country. And it is not a joke. Àwọn èèyàn máa sáré, ọmọ tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wàá gbàgbé ẹ̀, wàá gbàgbé rẹ̀. Let me give you the brief of what happened. Let me show you this. A bus was ripped off. This is the image in UK. Àwọn èèyàn sunkún, àwọn èèyàn ké. People died. This is a country that have the preparation when it comes to terrorist attack. So all I'm doing now is I'm already using my time to advise your politician not to joke with the lives of the people. First, second, third, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ wà very, very careful because there's an imminent attack on the Yoruba land. This article was put out on the 3rd of July 2015, reference to bbc.co.uk, and I'll share the link with you should you want to go and read it further. 10 years ago, 4 suicide bombers with rucksack full of explosives. If you want to take a pen and paper, note it down. I want Mary in the midst of the heavy security that this country have. Toba na won lo to ní security kọ́kọ́ máa mú UK. Kódà níbi táwa ṣe research day and information that I have based on people that knows the knows. Some of our ten Ritoman Torowo ní Central London here. Don't doubt it. Some of them are agents of the government. And some of them have been there for years. I will not point them to you, but I've been pointed to some of them. You might see them as people that are begging money, but they are indirectly employed by the MI5 in UK. And their only job there is just to keep an eye. Ibẹ̀ ló ń sùn, ló ń jí every day. Èèyàn mẹ́rin. Imagine UK as powerful as it is. 4 people were still able to slip through the net. Tó bá sọ pé kàn slip through the net. That means pé ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹja tẹ fẹ́ mú. Ẹ sì rẹ̀ ẹja kan tó máa tún yọ jáde láàrin net yẹn. Kódà ìmí tẹ bá gbé dénú ship tẹ bá fà tí wọ́n pẹja yẹn tó gbé wọnú ship á tún ta jáde padà. Ìyẹn ló ń pè ní. We do have people like that. 10 years ago, this article as of 2015, 4 suicide bombers with rucksack full of explosives. I pity a lot of you that are not taking intelligence reports like we are doing here. You're waiting for CNN. CNN is just going to report the breaking news of a bomb attack. There was a bomb attack in Nigeria. Oh, mama, flash. Pam, 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 pam. Sherry, one quick routers. If they miss or anything, they're not going to pick it because as far as they're concerned, they're waiting for the real action. That's what all these news media are. They're waiting for. If it's about in you expect them to talk about Yoruba nation, and some of you say, no. I won't draw think to my shell, breaking news. Oh my Lord, red within 2-3 minutes. On my switch of both signal para in Nigeria. Just as the signal was switched to London in 2005, the whole world the focus point was there because there has been a terrorist attack in 2005. So continue to say, go call me. In Tonsoye, go Joko si London. I will be part of those that will report the breaking news if your governor do not buckle up. 10 years ago, 4 suicide bombers with rucksack full of explosive attack central London. Èèyàn mélòó lẹ rò pé èèyàn mẹ́rin yẹn pa? 4, èèyàn mẹ́rin ni mo sọ yìí. Èèyàn mélòó lẹ rò pé ó kú? How many people do you roughly, from your head, just guess? Èèyàn mẹ́rin, èèyàn mélòó lẹ rò pé ó pa? Àwọn mẹ́rin ni o, but èèyàn mélòó lẹ rò pé ó kú within ẹ̀wọ̀n tí mẹ́rin yẹn jẹ́? Somebody said within 50 seconds of each other, 4 bombers. Ẹni ẹ máa mọ̀ nípa dáadáa bí ẹni ẹ ń gbé ní UK. Somebody said 27. Okay. Just one person. 52 people were killed. Yeah, you heard me very well. 52 lives were lost. With a country that have everything you can. Gbogbo resources ló kó jáde. Kódà àwọn resources kan wà tèmi gan rírí. When the terrorist attack took place in London, mo mọ̀ pé yes, ìlú yìí náà ìbà fún wọn. Wọ́n kó àwọn kankan jáde, àwọn kankan jáde níjọ́ ìwé, àwọn mọ̀ pé no, àwọn ilé prepare fún ni. But they allowed 4 people to slip through the net and attack the country called Great Britain, and 52 people were killed. Imagine Nigeria. What ti kó wọn dé? Níbo ló ń lọ? Some of them, we don't even know where they are. Do you think that all these Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn sí wọn dé títì and wọ́n wá lé wọn padà, and you think that is all about it, that they've gone? You are all joking. You have thousands and thousands and thousands of sleeper cells across Nigeria, and they're just waiting to activate. If UK, with all their preparedness, all their intelligence, everything you can think of, and 4 bombers slipped through the net, because when they started reviewing the situation, some of those situations, kódà ìyẹn fẹ́ lè máa bèrè pé ẹ̀wọ̀n kí wọ́n sọ pé àwa kan nísìn wọ́n torture àwa for 14 years wọ́n fún wa níwèé, but some of these bombers, you will be asking yourself that àwa tàtẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀ fún wa níwèé, àwọn ilé ní British passport wọ́n lọ gba training wọ́n padà wá, and the UK government, because British passport ló wà lọ́wọ́ wọn, ìwọ nísìn à ní ká dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá, ò fi dá dúró, but àwọn tí British fún ní passport lára àwọn ọmọ tó bí síbí náà ni wọ́n. Kan sọ fún yín pé mo ka kíní kan radicalization, and I've been reading that, since almost 2 days now. Please, no one should call. I don't know why this person is calling at 12:30. Mo wà lórí live show.
Okay, I'll call you back.
All right, ma. All right. Please do not call yet until we open the phone line. As so far, governors, they should beef up a little bit, because there's danger ahead. I pray it did not happen. Or prayer, Lily. You think people in UK are not praying when this happened? This is not more than prayer. It's about intelligent gathering. 52, London, killing 52 people. 52 people lost their lives here in UK for a terrorist attack in 2005. July 7 precisely. Injuring hundreds of people were injured. It is the worst single terrorist atrocity on the British soil. Worst war, really. And mo sọ wípé àwọn kankan wà tèmi gan rí níjọ́ yẹn tí àwọn máa wonder pé wow. The whole country was now put on high alert because àmọ́ mélòó ni wọ́n òkú dẹ̀ ti sùn lọ and we don't even know where they are. One more kó ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí train before you know there was another bus to blow down. Èyí lẹ́yìn wá fi ń ṣeré à ń sọ̀rọ̀ terrorist attack. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ ń tẹ̀kẹ̀ jẹ́ wọ́n ní Koiki ní kọ́ lọ wọ́n ní pé gbogbo security wọ́n ní mú màá kan ṣe program kan dárúkọ mi lápẹ́ ní ẹ̀ ṣí èrè ẹ̀ mọ́ tán pè terrorist ẹ̀ mọ́ tán pè terrorist lẹ́fí ń ṣeré báyìí terrorist ò kí ẹ̀bí orí ọmọ kékeré fọ́dànù nínú tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn kan rẹ́dì láti kú àdúrà tí wọ́n ní pé káwọn kú nínú event yẹn ìyẹn lẹ́yìn wá fi ń ṣeré àwọn governors yìí fi ń ṣeré okay. 10 years ago, 4 suicide bombers with rucksack full of explosives attacked central London, killing 52 people and injuring hundreds more. It was the worst single terrorist atrocity on the British soil. Worst, what it really. A decade on, we look back how event unfold. So I only feel review and go to Shelley. I'm not going to go through everything, but let me just give you, I think we have some images. Look at them. Do you think this one's the kid? They don't give a toss. They have the British passport. I want to see what passport or any passport. Let me give you their details. This is Rosie Parry, Shamsi Tawid, German Lindsay, Asif Ozan. Then let me now read a little bit of what we have here. The reason why I'm trying to take us back, because Tirun Koba about Shelleri, that means pé probability pé ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ ó wà. So irú pé a ní Nàìjíríà lè pín yẹn ẹ tutù ẹ̀ dànù. Nàìjíríà máa pín. Àsìkò ìgbà Ọlọ́run nìkan ló mọ̀. But ó ń súnmọ́ bọ̀ báyìí. Àdẹ̀ǹbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run pé kó má yí padà. Gbogbo ń tó bá ń ṣe pé kí Nàìjíríà kó má pín àwa ń bẹ Ọlọ́run pé kó má jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe. Níwọ̀nba táwa ń bẹ ní ìlànà mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ta fi ń bẹ because ẹ̀sìn mẹ́ta ló ń run together nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Literally does not mean you need to believe in any of the three, or you can believe in any of the three, or you can decide to believe on one. But one thing we will not sit here and say, àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe ò dá. No, èmi ò ní gbà yẹn. Mùsùlùmí ò dá. No. The reason why we are fighting is so that we can have, mutual understanding. We can live side by side. We can respect every religion should you want to practice or don't practice. Let's go straight into this. How làwọn ọmọ tó ṣiṣẹ́ yìí? Òun ni ìbéèrè tẹ́ ká máa béèrè. Àwọn tó wà ní UK, wọ́n ń jẹ tọ̀ìtọ̀ì, wọ́n ń mumi, wọ́n ń gbádùn. Kò sí nǹkan tó kẹwàá compare sí àwọn tó wà ní Nàìjíríà tó kó wọlé tó jẹ́ pé ojú wọn ń le kòkòkòkòkòkòkòkòkò. Wọ́n gba 5 million lọ́wọ́ bàbá tó dé láti Amẹ́ríkà. Wọ́n yọ̀ǹkẹ̀ wọ́n pa. According to the report tí mo gbọ́, girl Rachel Ọ̀pádélé yẹn, she was raped. The bombers' journey began at 4 o'clock as 3 of the group, Mohammed Sadiq Khan, 30 years old, Shawad Tawan, 22 years old, and the 18-year-old Asbi Hussein walked through the Leeds, which is outside London, near Gomeri Aro, West Yorkshire, in a rented car, bound for Luton in Bedfordshire. There they met the 4th accomplice, a 19-year-old Jermaine Lindsay. before heading to the capital níbi tó ti fẹ́ wá dáràn. Mo sọ fún yín pé àwọn tó fẹ́ dáràn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn ti wà láàrin already. Kò ṣe pé àwọn yẹn ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ máa dé láti Niger. They are already inside. But we don't know where they're going to activate. But it is based on intelligence report that we cannot give too much information. That is what I am telling you now, that tell your governor, first, second, and third in Yoruba land, we should be extremely careful. Security must be beefed up. Nobody knows where these guys were going to attack. Just as I cannot say exactly where an attack will happen, should it happen, or if it doesn't happen, that means the security agency must work tirelessly. They are already in the system as a sleeper cell, and all they are just waiting for is to go ahead. And hopefully, now that we are crying out, we are shouting out, your governor, because shouting at him shout to stop it. I mean, from their own end. But it is about your government, whether the state, your senator, pressure to do something to make sure that it does not happen. Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ rí ní London. Àwọn tó wá attack wa, because these are terrorists. Ẹni tó ń lọ síbi iṣẹ́ láàárọ̀ kò mọ̀ páwọn kan ń gbègò láti wá pa àwọn nínú London. Do you imagine what I'm saying? Ó dà pé tí ti di. Àwọn tó fẹ́ wá pààyàn wọn ò kí ń kí àbí tó fẹ́ pààyàn sí. Ibi tó bá rí fẹ́ pààyàn ló máa pààyàn sí. Torí pààyàn làwọn jẹ́. And that's the reason why we gotta get. Ṣẹ́rí tá a bá kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Even if the bá rò pé bí government kan máa wọlé dé, how do you chase away all the terrorists in the country? You are mad. But if we get our country, we will first and foremost make sure that the defense mechanism is what we're going to spend all the money on, to make sure that we can defend the country by creating the borders and then making sure that inside, you will be equipped, you'll be trained. Within 2-3 weeks, people will be on the street and they'll be able to within 48 hours, cost continue corona go through. I can identify somebody that is going to become radicalized. Let me see if I can just 1 minute. Once again, a very good morning. How do I identify if somebody will be radicalized? That's what I've been learning. And I just want you to hear the sound of something that I'm going to play now. Notice, check, and share. Let me hear this one.
I had only taught Farah for 2 terms, and I'd say we had.
Sherry, cost Timon go through it, right? Is to identify somebody that will become radicalized and a threat to the country. And all these is part of what a lot of us will have to learn quickly in preparedness for the future. Because you would not even know that some of the Yorubas that are, becoming fanatics. We have them in Muslim and we have them in Christian. How do we identify them? Because fi jẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá náà di pé nígbà tá a bá ti lé gbogbo Fúlàní lọ tán kó má jẹ́ pé ọmọ Yorùbá ló máa blow wa dànù. Àwọn tó blow wa ní UK wọ́n gbéra láti Leeds, wọ́n rent mọ́tò, wọ́n drive, wọ́n wá lọ pàdé the first person ní Luton, wọ́n ṣe wá. And Luton to London is 30 minutes. Kò tẹ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Tí bá lọ wo train from Luton to London. Luton to London by train. think there's a fast train. There's a fast train that comes there. Train from Luton to London is very direct. How long is the journey from Luton to London? 37 minutes. Hey, imagine. Ẹni tó ń ṣì ń sùn nínú ilé ẹ̀ níjọ́ tí ikú máa pa yẹn kò mọ̀ páwọn kan prepare láti fi wá ṣe jàǹbá ní Central London. Ẹ mọ̀ pé normally everybody just wake up. Hey, good morning, darling. Hey, tea. Ó brush ẹyin. Ó wẹ̀, ó wọṣọ. Òun ti mọ train tó máa mú láti ẹ̀gbẹ́ létí ẹ̀. Whereas àwọn kan náà tún prepare pé àwọn ń bọ̀ wá blow wa. Èmi sọ pé sẹ́ ẹ máa gbáradì fún Lagos àti gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní 1st, 2nd and July. I mean 1st, 2nd and 3rd of next month. Ti Lagos ti wà very very prone. Ìyẹn kàn dúró de activation ni. But we don't give too much more than what I'm saying. But what I'm telling you is, tell your governors to buckle up because there's imminent threat to Lagos by the terrorists. Let me play back that video a little bit again. Testimony Timon go through.
Had a good relationship. She had always been respectful and calm towards me, studious, attentive. I knew she took her faith seriously. That seemed genuine. It's not odd for students of her age and background to explore their heritage, so when she appeared to do more of that, I took it for what it was, a good thing. So for me, it was a total shock when I read her essay. The essay was good, on track until the last page. Here, it veered way off subject. It was angry, accusative, and contained what I would say were some inflammatory comments aimed at broad sections of the community.
What they are just trying to tell us, because I don't want to bore you too much on what I have been studying in the last 48 hours, is the same thing that the British government would have done. But like I said, these 4 bombers, we missed them and they were able to kill 52 people. And Elumi, right? Oti the amputee, but Oshin Badun. But 52 people did not survive it. Imagine. But terrorists will always be terrorists. Atomode terrorists, Atagbalagba terrorists, they are terrorists. Lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n kúrò ní Leeds is about almost a long distance. Wọ́n rent mọ́tò, wọ́n drive at the Luton, wọ́n pàdé the 4th person. I'm talking about these evil 4, people. Àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin tẹ̀ ń wò yìí. Ṣé àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin? Yeah. And there's so many of them like that in Nigeria today. And kita wa na ba rí wọn tó bá ń show wọn lórí picture, right? A lot of us are always like, ẹ wojú wọn bó ṣe ojú wọn tó rí yẹn, bó ṣe dàbí ojú bèbí yẹn, bá pààyàn gidi ni wọ́n. And they don't care how many people they kill. Let's continue. They went on to denote 4 device. Àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin ló gbé device dání. Ẹ máa bí mi pé báwo ló ṣe create device. Ibo ló ti rí ṣe nínú UK. Níbo ló ti ra gbogbo èròjà tó fi kó papọ̀, tó fi dódindi, tó fi di pé wọ́n gbé dání. Ẹni bá dẹ̀ bá wọn wọ train láti Luton, á níyàn làwọn eléyìí, á ní àwọn ọmọ dáadáa. And a lot of people are not taking, we are talking about terrorist attack. Some people are not taking it serious. Tó fi di pọ́ tó níyàn kan tó ń ra, òyìn tó ráyè ṣe ṣòfin mi. Lórí pé mò ń pariwo pé wọ́n máa attack Lagos. Ó tún ṣe ṣòfin pé ẹni yẹn pé kò understand the magnitude of nǹkan tá à ń sọ. Because tó bá understand ẹni, you would not even joke with it at all. Kò ń ṣe tí wọ́n fi ń joke. Ẹ pé mo serious pa. Because ọ̀rọ̀ terrorist ń ṣe tí wọ́n fi, kò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n fi ń rẹ́rìn. Èèyàn 52 ló kù ní 2005. Ẹlòmíì dágbére ńlé tó mọ̀ pé òun ní wọlé mọ́. Ta la mọ̀ nísìn, níbo la mọ̀ tó máa attack. Tó máa kàn mí, tó máa kàn wọ́. Òun la wá fi ń ṣeré. Òun la fi ń joke. Rather than the government to buckle up. I'm not talking about the federal government because you don't have a, as we speak right now, you don't have a government. The government is collapsed in the center, and the Sultan of Sokoto has already taken control of that. How long he's been taking that control, I don't know. But what I can tell you is the center is already collapsed. All they're doing now is to continue to push and deceive gullible, idiotic Nigerians that are running helter and skelter looking for PVC when the country is falling apart. Won't fall apart in our eyes, but everybody is waiting for CNN to tell you Nigeria is going to fall apart. You are crazy people. Somebody is saying 9/11 happened in New York City in a normal morning. Now imagine Nigeria with no security. Even if it's only because you be ito ṣẹlẹ̀ lójú tèmi, wọ́n ṣe pé mo lè lo reference 9/11, but ito ṣẹlẹ̀ ibi báyìí lè mi wà nígbà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ inú ìlú yìí ni mo wà. But some of you think ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí terrorists lè fi ṣeré, and now the youngest among these bombers was only 18 years old. You are joking with terrorist attack in a country that is so lawless, that doesn't have any security architect, doesn't have any emergency services. And he said, I saw Toba Sokwe, UK brought out everything because they wanted to save all the lives, but 52 people died. Government, it is the worst terrorist attack to Marshall in the UK. The worst war, really. The worst single. Imagine, security agency, because some of these youngsters that are terrorists, they had opportunity to nip them on the board, but nígbà tó jẹ́ pé British passport or British citizen ni wọ́n kò dàbí irú àwa níṣẹ́ ọ̀dẹ̀ ìwọ ọ̀dẹ̀ gbogbo à ń sọ fún ẹ pé Britain kó wá sí problem, but ìwọ tó bá ní British passport àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó yẹ pé wọ́n á máa fojú fì tí wọ́n bá ń bọ̀ nísìn àbí tèmi àti ẹ bá ń káàkiri ta ní Nigerian passport wọ́n á máa veto passport yẹn wọ́n á máa fi magnifier, but àwọn eléyìí nísìn they can go in and out not knowing that they were preparing to kill people here in UK. Let's get the background of these people. Sherry, reason to motion taking back to the UK one is, imagine that the UK that have every resources, but the single worst security attack happened in this country. You want to go to church at the Moshalasi? No, into one let me see. What is your church at the Moshalasi law? Tell your government to beef up the security. If we're not going to see that, let's go further. At 4 o'clock, Khan, Tawhid, and Hussein leave late in a rented car. Láago mẹ́rin àárọ̀, ẹni tó máa kú níjọ́ yẹn ó sì ń sùn. O rò pé ẹni tó kú níjọ́ yẹn náà kò gbàdúrà ni. Ìbí yìí máa wà náà tó gbàdúrà, ìmí dẹ́wà tó yẹ pé kò believe nínú kankan. Nígbà tó di 6:51, between 6:51 and 7:24, ṣé wọ́n pé UK àwọn ní time. Now they are reviewing kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, báwo ló ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀. Kó má bàa ṣẹlẹ̀ lèmi ṣe jókòó nísìnyí mò ń ṣàlàyé. Kó má bàa ṣẹlẹ̀, but ẹ sọ fún àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì yìí kó bọ́kú lọ tó bá fi jẹ́ ká rírú ẹ̀. If not, tó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ a máa padà wá sórí bíbá náà ni láti máa wá sọ. But kó má bàa ṣẹlẹ̀ torí pé àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tó allow border kò ṣe border kó di pé wọ́n kó terrorist wọlé nínú sójà nínú uniform oríṣiríṣi tó ń sọ fún wa pé ìjẹ̀sìn là ń jà, ṣé jẹ̀sìn là ń jà àbí jà pé a fẹ́ lọ. Because the government is telling the international community that there is bandits in Nigeria, and bandits are just criminals. They are not terrorists. Nígbà tó máa fi dé between 6:51 and 7:24, the trio met the 4th bomber, Lindsay. So that means they drove almost 3 hours, 2 hours, 51 minutes. Of a day, Luton. Luton is just 37 minutes from where I am to our fast train. And you can go on the M1. I drive down there a lot when I used to drive, as a cab man and the Uber. Méjèèjì ni mo ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn cab office kan, mo tún ṣe Uber. And I love that journey because tó bá fún ẹ níṣẹ́ tó bá fi lọ pick èèyàn ní Luton Airport láàárọ̀, boom, tó bá bọ́ sórí M1 yẹn, pam, ó ti lọ ti padà. Àfi tó bá yẹ kó tún lọ sí Stansted. But going to Luton, I love going through the M1. Tí bá ti hit the A406, boom, bá ti bọ́ sórí M1 báyìí. And I remember when I first came to this country, my younger sister, we all went outing at Auburn, in Minimua Drive. On our ìgbàyẹn team on dáadáa, ìgbàyẹn kò lè tí sí technology tó dá báyìí tó yẹ pé sat-nav tó yẹ pé o máa fi sórí fóònù ẹ̀, o máa láti plan map yẹn, o máa ní map nínú mọ́tò, wà á ti plan ẹ̀ pé ọ̀nà bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe àwa ń bọ̀ láti Auburn, àṣàgbọ̀nà gbúrúgbúrú àgbà láti Edgeware, àfi bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe lẹ́mọ́ ẹ̀mọ́ nìyẹn. Nígbà tó máa fi jí báyìí, ó ní ẹ̀gbọ́n bó lẹ́ ń lọ ẹ̀, mo ní bó la ń lọ bí ti bá o, ó ní orí mọ́tò ìlàwà yìí, mo ní ìwọ tó sùn ó mọ̀ pé ó yẹ kó máa sọ fún mi bí ta fi gbà ní ibi iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀, ibi iṣẹ́ ń kọ́ mọ́tò, ìlú ìmọ̀ ti kọ́ mọ́tò wà. Mo ní ìwà máa sọ yẹn fẹ́ ìwọ sùn, èmi tèmi ń drive, and that M1 tó bá ti ṣìnà báyìí, ó máa lọ sí the next exit. Kò dàbí Nàìjíríà ò ṣì tó yẹ pé láàrin méjìlẹ̀ tó máa yí mọ́tò lẹ́mọ́, ẹlòmíì tún lè gba one way kó tún máa dàbọ̀, ẹ wá para yín dànù síjọba lọ́rùn, ẹ wá sọ pé àjẹ́ kan ló ń ṣe yín. So eventually we just drove bó ṣe okay, since that miss ọ̀nà I could drive, èmi dẹ̀ mo drive. So ìgbà tá a dé junction tá a ti máa tọ́nà akọ̀ park àjẹun díẹ̀ ṣètò wá padà, ó lajú tá a fi délé ni ẹ̀gbọ́n tó la mọ́tò sórí ẹ̀mọ́ èmi lẹ̀ ilé kọ́ mi, èmi gbádùn mọ́tò tí mò ń drive. Nígbà tó máa fi di 8:23 a.m. láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn, ẹ imagine ilẹ̀ ti mọ́, because ìlú yìí tó bá díjọ́ kan máa kọ́ gbé lọ journey yẹn, tó bá máa fi di 8:20 ní gbogbo ọ̀nà King's Cross yẹn, a máa ṣe yìnrìn ní ilẹ̀ ti mọ́. Nígbà tó máa di 8:23, the bombers, ẹgbẹ́ bọ́ ipò wọn, the bombers have arrived. Èmi sọ fún yín pé sẹ́ àwọn bombers tó fẹ́ blow Lagos State, wọ́n ti wà nínú Lagos State, ẹni mọ̀ ṣeré àwọn ti wà nínú Lagos, wọ́n dúró de order ni. And that's why the police in Lagos says, police confirm threat to attack Lagos, security agency effect partial lockdown. I don't know what they are doing. I don't know, what activities is happening in Lagos. And I hope and I pray that they are doing everything so that this attack does not happen. But what I'm saying is, if for the attack not to happen, we have to look back to Ito ti ṣẹlẹ̀ rí. Because tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ rí la máa fi ń ṣe kíni, la máa fi ń ṣàpèjúwe. Mo sọ fún yín pé Russia, USSR ó ti pín rí láyé yìí náà ni. Nàìjíríà pé kò lè pín yẹn tuntun ẹ̀ dànù. Forget about pé kò lè pín. 18 countries wà. More than 18 ni ẹ̀wọ̀n tí máa sọ pé 18. Ó ju 18 lọ, but mo kàn ń lo àpèjúwe 18. Ẹ̀wọ̀n kí mo máa ń tẹnu mọ́. Kò ṣe pé ó ju 18 lọ. But 18 countries wà lágbàáyé yìí tí UN recognize wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣàyè wọn lọ. Ayé ò dẹ̀ parẹ́. Béèyàn kan máa sọ fún wa pé nǹkan kan possible. Forget about all that nonsense. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń bọ̀ láyé tí ilẹ̀ yìí ò ní gbà. Ilẹ̀ ti gbọ́ oríṣiríṣi nǹkan rí. Ó máa gba ti Nàìjíríà náà, because Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ pín. Nigeria must break so that the next generation will not have to go through all this nonsense that we are going through. When there's a lot that we should be doing, we are right here, shouting about Nigeria, when we should be on our own and developing and moving forward. Where people are hungry and sort of, things have moved forward. I'm just taking you through stage by stage. So, look, we cannot get it right. It's not going to be perfect before we go. We are only trying. But the most important thing is we must all be determined to stand our feet and say, tọ́run bá torí ọ̀run tó ń wò yẹn tó bá fẹ́ sọ̀kalẹ̀ kó sọ̀kalẹ̀, àní kí Nàìjíríà kó gbọdọ̀ pín ní sẹ́. Don't let anybody, fool you. Àwọn idiot kan tó máa ní yẹn Ọbásanjọ́ ṣìwò. Kódà bó ṣe wà yẹn gan sẹ́, tábà fún ní another 30 years, bí a ló ṣì lè wà láyé gan sẹ́, à ń bọ̀sibọ̀sì. Kò ṣe bá ṣépè fún. àwọn ti lo ayé tiwọn tán à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ayé tiwa nísìn èmi ọmọ 40 years Ọbásanjọ́ tó ti jayé ó ti ṣèkà and that goes to every single one of them ẹ̀yin ọ̀dẹ̀ idiot à ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé báwa náà fi báyé tiwa bó ṣe máa da ẹni pé ṣé ẹlòmíà tún pè ṣé wọ́n ní tọ́básanjọ́ ọba fẹ́ ṣe àbáyé Ọbásanjọ́ àbáyé ẹ̀ fi bàjẹ́ ni Ọbásanjọ́ ṣìwò àwọn yẹn ti bayé jẹ́ ẹ bá tẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Ọbásanjọ́ yẹn máa pẹ́ Ọbásanjọ́ is well known all over the world òun á jẹ́gẹ́ bí Ọlọ́run ni tí òun á jẹ́gẹ́ bí Elédùmarè ni ti bayé jẹ́ ẹ̀ta Ọbásanjọ́ tí ò bá fàṣẹ sí àlè lọ sẹ́ni ta ló sọ fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ babaláwo ló sọ fún ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ pásítọ̀ ló sọ fún ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ wòlíì wo ló fún ẹ pé tí Ọbásanjọ́ àtàwọn tó kò bọ́n àwọn idiot fake olórí burúkú òṣì àwọn ló sọ fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ní àwọn bàbá kan àwọn ni bàbá yín olúkálùkù mọ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ o. You think all these ones they care? Ìgbà mélòó ló fẹ́ lò lókù láyé fún tó fẹ́ lò gan sẹ̀? À ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwa àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ Oòduà náà tún máa jókòó kó máa sọ Yorùbá nation náà lórí social media. You are mad. Bó bá wọn heaven kó sọ̀kalẹ̀ Nigeria must break so that Yorùbá people will go. Kò dẹ̀ sí tó ń bọ̀ lókè tí ilẹ̀ ọgbà. Kò sí tó ń bọ̀ láyé ìta àrírí. Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó fi ń dẹ́rù bàyàn ẹ má dẹ́rù bàyàn jẹ́ ẹ ọ̀hún àyàn ẹlòmíràn tó bá bẹ́ẹ̀ tàbá ṣí fọ́ọ̀nù sí ṣé wọ́n ní pa wá tó bá wà pa wá ńkọ́ kọ́kọ́ pa wá ó pẹ́ẹ́tà ká kọ́ pa wá ká máa lọ dàpọ̀ ìgbà tó pa yín kọ́ a country where you don't even know àníṣe mo rí àwọn nǹkan tí mo rí ní 2005 nílùú yìí after they were bombed UK was attacked tó bá gbọ́ òyìnbó tí mo ń sọ. Mo ń sọ pé Nàìjíríà wọn máa attack yẹn kan sọ pé yẹn wọ́n ní Kóìkì kan jókòó síbi kan ní wọ́n máa attack. Yes, wọ́n máa attack Lagos State ni mo sọ mo ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ mo tún sọ lójoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n fẹ́ attack ni gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ń sọ fún yín nísìnyí pé partial lockdown in Lagos State. Why are they putting a partial lockdown if they know that Lagos State is not going to be attacked? Idiot all over the place. Why is the police coming out to tell you on the 17th of August that Lagos is now under partial lockdown? Because there's an imminent attack that has been confirmed by the police. Idiot all over the place. Mo tán pè ní intelligent ni ẹ rò pé màá jókòó sí màmá máa sọ gbogbo intelligent yìí fún mi èyí tí bá máa sọ fún yín ni máa sọ fún yín tó bá máa lò mẹ́rin kò lò mẹ́ẹ̀ èyí tó bá wúlò fún ẹni kò lò. Ẹ rò pé torí pé àjókòó sí abroad kò sí tó ń lọ nínú Nàìjíríà tá a mọ̀ àfi tá a bá fi sọ síta ni bọ̀ èyí tí bá gbọ́ mo ti sọ fáwọn tó wà ní sáré tó yẹ kó gbọ́. À ń sọ fún pé à ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí ìran wa ṣe máa tètè kọ́kọ́ sáré káyé wa dá ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ Ọbásanjọ́ tó ti jayé Ọlọ́run mọ oríṣiríṣi obìnrin tó ti gùn kan sẹ́ bó ṣe wà yẹn Ọlọ́run mọ ìjàmbá tó ti ṣe àti dáadáa tó ti ṣe tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀ lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ sọ and then so what àwọn awítà à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìran wa nísìn ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ Ọbásanjọ́ bá jẹ́gẹ́ bí ìran wa ta ló ń pè wá má pè náà ṣé àwọn pé wà lórí program ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣe sùúrù mọ̀ pé iná fẹ́ fohùn lẹ̀ máa fún yín láyè kẹ́ fohùn lẹ̀ ẹ kémi fohùn tèmi lẹ̀ dáadáa náà kóhùn mi lè lọ sọ́dọ̀ tiwọn àwọn Ọbásanjọ́ ṣìwò níkànnì pẹ̀lú Ọbásanjọ́ tí èmi jẹ́gẹ́ bí Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù tó jẹ́ bí puppet tó ń lọ bá wọn tó lọ ń rá bàbà pẹ̀lú wọn èmi jẹ́gẹ́ bí Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù ni ṣé Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù lèmi ẹ wojú mi dáadáa Kóìkì lèmi jẹ́ èmi ò ṣe Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù tó ń fi mú tó ń káàkiri wọn tó máa jẹ àwa máa forúkọ sílẹ̀ ọmọ máa rántí ẹ̀ títí dáyédáyé ni tọ́ba tó rà tọ́ba tó rẹ̀ wọ́n pé Kóìkì wo ló jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ because wọ́n máa fi specify ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ máa béèrè pé Kóìkì wo àwọn ọmọ mi bá dàgbà ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ máa confirm pé Kóìkì pọ̀ because àwọn Kóìkì kan support wa náà nísìn Ọláyọmí Kóìkì lèmi ń jẹ́ ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú Òde à ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé terrorist fẹ́ attack ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ fi ń ṣeré à ń sọ pé ìran wa ti wà in danger ká tètè get the hell out ẹ tí ń pè Fúlàní ready láti pa as many people kò sí tó kàn wọ́n do you think that the United Nations will stop the Fulani from attacking us? I don't think some of you understand the magnitude of what we are talking about here. You are expecting the United Nations to stop it. How are they going to stop it? They're not going to stop it. We are the ones that are concerned, not United Nations, not Americans. Our concern about the situation that is, totally endanger wa nísìn. Kò endanger wa ní Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀. Sọ pé Yorùbá land cannot be overrun. Àwọn ṣe sọ pé Yorùbá land cannot be overrun. Àwọn ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn pé a ní kí Yorùbá kó dá dúró ká kúrò nínú ìdọ̀tí so that kọ́ má bá overrun wa. Ta ló sọ pé wọ́n lè overrun wa bí wèrè tá a bá careful. But a bá put a full stop, ká gbá break mọ́lẹ̀, ká fa hand break kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó dúró kó má move. Ẹ sọ pé kankan fi ṣe. In tó bá wọn kó ṣẹlẹ̀, tó bá wọn Buhari kókó gbogbo dead or alive. Mo kàn fi máa go into that ọ̀rọ̀ dead or ọ̀rọ̀ bí Buhari. Ẹ bá lẹ́yìn ṣe mọ̀ pé Buhari ló wà níbẹ̀. Báwo lẹ́yìn ṣe mọ̀ pé Buhari ló wà níbẹ̀? Àṣírí yẹn ibi tó bá kù sí Ọlọ́run fúnra rẹ̀ á jẹ́ kó clear láàrin gbogbo àtójú tèmi àti tẹ̀yìn. Ìgbà tó wà níbẹ̀ kí ló ṣe? Kí ni ìyàtọ̀ Buhari tó wà níbẹ̀ àti tó ń sọ pé ó ti kú? Kí ni ìyàtọ̀ wọn? À ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìran wa nísìn tó yẹ kó wà nínú gbáàyà wa, tó yẹ kí Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ kó dúró tán gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọba wa kó sọ fáwọn nígbà. Wọ́n ní we cannot be overrun. We cannot be overrun. Òun ló ń pè láti Ilé Ifẹ̀ nísìn tó ń fún mi ní message whether true or false tó bá dàrọ́ la máa mọ̀. Ilé Ifẹ̀ náà gbogbo ẹ̀ nísìn kò sí iná níbẹ̀. Palace ọba gan generator gbogbogbò ló ń lò. Ṣáyé nìyẹn ni. Ṣé ìwọ níbi tí Buckingham Palace tó ti lo generator ni? Imagine our kábíyèsí kódà ó yẹ kó pàṣẹ ni pé tí direct náà bá wọnú bíbá nǹkan kan gbọ́dọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó jẹ́ ó gbọ́dọ̀ gbẹ́sẹ̀ lé ni. Ó jẹ́ kó bá máa pàṣẹ ni. Àwọn sọ̀rọ̀ pé kí ẹ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ sáwọn ọba wa ni. Imagine a king palace wọ́n lo generator èmi gbọ́ sétí nígbà tí mo lọ sọ́dọ̀ Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́. Èmi Ìgbòho bàbá Aláàfin àtàwọn méjì àwa márùn lájọ wà nínú yàrá yẹn ìṣirè tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ máa dẹ́rùbà tí wọ́n ń lo generator gbogbogbò láàrin tí mo jókòó síbẹ̀ mo fi gbogbo nǹkan mo láàrin tá a jókòó síbẹ̀ iná yẹn lọ bí ẹ̀mẹrin ní palace Aláàfin odindi Aláàfin Dangote wa níná ó tàn yòó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò ní dà kò ní Aláàfin apàṣẹ àrùn àrà síbẹ̀ ẹni bàbá yẹn ní kankan lọ́wọ́ get out àwọn lè fẹ́ máa dẹ́rùbà ẹ bá ní nǹkan lọ́wọ́ ní control níbi tá a jókòó sí Aláàfin tún ní torchlight mo ní ọgbà torchlight ní bàbá ìtúwò torchlight dání sọ́wọ́ nínú palace in his private inner room àwa márùn la wà níbẹ̀ ìṣeré àwọn ọba yìí wò à ń sọ̀rọ̀ òun lélẹ̀ ní sẹ́ gbọ́ voice yẹn láti Ilé Ifẹ̀ lélẹ̀ ẹni yìí òbí àwọn wà ìmọ̀ ọmọbi tó ń wà but ó sọ fún mi ó ní my mom cannot sleep nílé tó bá dàrú làlá máa mọ̀ whether true or false máa dẹ́rùbà yìí àwọn ọlọ́ba fẹ́ máa dẹ́rùbà ọba tó yẹ kọ́ ṣé ẹ kí palace ọba máa lo generator gbogbogbò èyí tó lè lè tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí kẹ́ ànínú àìtú lọ bí i few minutes ọtún láti ṣílẹ̀kùn sílẹ̀ kátẹ́gùn fẹ́ wọlé palace ọba náà lè lè ṣá nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe kàyéfì ni níbi tí mo jókòó sí ọ̀hún bàbá yẹn báyìí èyí tẹ́ kẹ́ pàṣẹ pé gbogbo náà gbà iná gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹ́jú níbẹ̀ 24/7 ṣẹ́yìn rò pé náà ṣẹ́jú ní palace àwọn ọba wọn nílẹ̀ Haúsá ni ṣẹ́fì pé náà ṣẹ́jú ní palace àwọn ọba wọn ni ẹjẹ́ agbọ́n tẹ́ni sọ.
Hello sir, ẹ má bínú sir, nẹ́tíwọ̀kì yẹn ni ó wà òkè òní ní on the 18th of 8th of August 2022 ní alẹ́ yìí ni màmá pè mí ní sáìdì ọ̀pá Ilé Ifẹ̀ Ilé Funfun lọ sí ọ̀nà Ọ̀ṣù. Wọ́n ní àwọn Fúlàní ti wọ gbogbo àdúgbò mẹ́ pé wọ́n dẹ̀ yìnbọn so gbogbo àwọn aláàlú yòókù gbogbo wọn ti sá wọnú igbó lọ. A mọ̀ pé àwọn
igbó tó ń sáwọ̀ lọ wàá tún pàdé ikú níbẹ̀. I don't think some of you understand. Ìjókòó sí palace kan palace náà lè lè ṣá tó lọ pàdé bàbá yẹn níbi kan ẹ wá ṣáà ti pè gbòó kàwá níbẹ̀ ọ̀dà kan ní kí n jáde Ìgbòho ní láyé tí Kóìkì ọba jókòó obìnrin mi náà lọ bàbá yẹn gbójú sókè báyìí pa ní Kóìkì Ìgbòho ní tí Kóìkì ọba jókòó òun ò lọ òun ò jókòó gbogbo tẹ bá fi sọ ẹ máa bá a sọ lórí fóònù débàdé àwọn àgbàdé abẹ́nu níbi tí ọba máa ń wá jó ìbá mi nà láti gbé bàṣẹ yí bàbá mi ọmọ àwòrán tiẹ̀ ọ̀dínétọ̀ ọkọ̀ fẹ́yàwó bẹ́ẹ̀ ní aláàfin fọ̀yàwó ṣe ń lọ ẹ̀kọ́ pàṣẹ ọba ni pàṣẹ ọbẹ̀ iná gbọ́dọ̀ tán níbí báyìí èyí rí tọ́pa náà Dangote ẹ mọye megawatt nínú megawatt tí wọ́n fún yín tó wà Nàìjíríà ò sí yẹn Dangote ó lé tó allocate fún ọbalẹ̀ Yorùbá lo torchlight àwọn ìtàn yẹn kan sọ pé ọba ayé wọn gbé ṣe ń lọ́jọ́ ìtókò agbésàbẹ̀kùn kò ń ṣe lásìkò yìí wọ́n sọ wọn ìwé mi ẹ kà ó kù díẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ gba Yorùbá nation náà wọ́n gbà ó ń jó gangan báwọn gbèsè wá rí báyìí náà kọ́sì mi gbé because mo mọ bí Buckingham Palace bá tẹ̀ wọ́n àwọn Buckingham Palace mọ̀ palace lè lè mẹ́ má tọ́ tẹ̀ bá mi níjọ́ ta máa kọ́ lọ àwọn ní coordinator lọ múra níbo la tún lọ bá wọn ok àwọn ọ̀nà mọ́tò bá drive ní bẹ́ẹ̀ náà dé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà gbọ́ ọ̀nà gbàgbù ọlọ́run ní bàbá yẹn ní mọ́tò tó dà láti dé bẹ́ẹ̀ Ìgbò kátó lélẹ̀ kó ìké ni òun náà máa wà níbí ẹ kó ìbá tí kò rí ẹ jókòó wọlé báyìí sàn sọ gbogbo ìyẹn a lè máa sọ yẹn lórí social media fi hàn sábẹ́ ẹkùn sọ gbogbo ẹ jókòó ṣáà bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú ẹ̀ ń ṣẹ́gun tó ló ń lọ àti fẹ́ tan jẹnẹrétọ̀ yẹn àti fẹ́ ní palace ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. What the hell is going on? Àwa jókòó ní sàn àjókòó à ń pariwo àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ láṣẹ lára àbí níwọ̀n àwọn ọba láṣẹ lára ẹ pàṣẹ yìí náà. So just before we open our phone line, I haven't got much to say tonight than the threat to Lagos State and the Yoruba land. Jẹ́májá àjẹun ǹjẹ́ òṣèlú láfíjẹ lọ sọ oúnjẹ fún wa nílé àṣẹjẹun tán nígbà tá a tó wọn bọ́ ń bẹ̀ àjẹun ní bàbá Ayọ̀ Adébánjọ kan àjẹun àti jẹun kúrò nílé jẹun ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ jẹun fi bọ́ sínú oúnjẹ fún wa láfíjẹ àjẹun fi tó kù sábẹ́ ẹ̀kú ẹ ká dáadáa nínú ìwé bá gbóhùn sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá tó pé wọn lálẹ́ àwọn tẹ̀lé pé mò ń sún àtọ́ pé mi nǹkan bíi 5:30 làwọn ajíwà ní miss kọlẹ̀ báyìí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ mẹ́gàrà lè ń bọ̀ fọkànbalẹ̀ bọ́ọ̀rùn bá fẹ́ ya kó ya ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa dúró bó bá ń wọ̀run tó bá fẹ́ ya kó tètè ya nísìn because Yorùbá must stand. Àwọn agbára ò sí lọ́wọ́ àwọn international community tẹ̀yìn sọ yẹn. It's just that unfortunate that a lot of us, let me just again share link to BBC yẹn lọ máa kà tó kù àlè ìṣojú òpó. It's just that some of us also are not, arákùnrin nígbàgbọ́ sí nǹkan tá a gbé ẹlòmíì ò nígbàgbọ́ sí nǹkan tá a gbé dání. Ìta ní problem nìyẹn. Ẹ̀rọ agbára wà lọ́wọ́ Amẹ́ríkà. So ìbò lọ́dọ̀ wá wà tá a bá sọ pé agbára wà lọ́wọ́. Báwo la agbára ṣe lè wà lọ́wọ́ Amẹ́ríkà? Amẹ́ríkà ò bá talk about phone no, what we are saying is, we want them to recognize us and respect us. That body on dele.
Nigeria, wọn lè jáde ilé tó jọ́sùn kan.
Ìyá kan ní Koiki ọ̀tún fọ́ ni. No, àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mo lè sọ jáde ni. So yẹn mo ṣe ń kún sísàlẹ̀. Tẹ̀tọ́ wọn ní kó federal government ní kó lọ gbé Ìgbòho wa. Ọba ní gbígbò wa Ìgbò la máa lọ gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn gbígbòho wọn gbígbòho it was a privileged meeting Ọlọ́run fọ́run kẹ́ bàbá yẹn ọ̀nà bá wà jà ní àbí Ọlọ́run fọ́run kẹ́ wọn tàbá tí wọ́n jáde báyìí gbígbòho wa tí Ìgbòho sọ mo gbé sábẹ́ ẹkùn Ìgbòho fún rẹ̀ nígbà tó bá lọ ní federal government ní kọ́ lọ gbé Ìgbòho wá Ìgbòho wá jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí áyán gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí kó tó di pọ́ lọ àtàkì lè bá mi nìyàn Ìgbòho ìṣà ìmọ́lẹ̀ tiwa ní kọ́ lọ gbé Ìgbòho wá ọba yẹn náà fọ́n ni o ọba ní ọ̀rọ̀ gbé Ìgbòho ọba náà sọ fún wa pé Ìgbòho yẹn mẹ́rin ni o original one sí Nàìjíríà aláwọ̀ bá o ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ̀ ìyẹn lọ ṣe láìka wa diaspora ẹ wá ní kí Ìgbòho kó fi wí àjọ wà báyìí ni Ìgbòho òòṣà ẹbí bàárín wa jẹ Ọlọ́run máa bàárín yín jẹ gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ bàárín èmi àti Ìgbòho jẹ Ọlọ́run máa bàárín yín jẹ ni tó mọ̀ pé mo dúró Ìgbòho òòṣà àwọn oníbàámi èwo tún ni ọba tó ń sọ ẹ̀ nǹkan lọ gbé Ìgbòho wa federal government ní kí baba Aláàfin ó lọ gbé Ìgbòho wa ó mọ̀ pé owó ti fèdè sí headline tó máa fi lò láàárọ̀ ládìyẹ bàbá yẹn fọ́ nìkan oríṣiríṣi headline ló máa ń lò ní tiẹ̀ kò sí tó kàn Wo TV ẹ̀yọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ọlọ́ọ̀ wọ́n ti tà wá dànù ọlọ́ọ̀ mo ṣeré owó wọ́n ti fowó bá nǹkan jẹ́ ilẹ̀ burúkú yẹn nǹkan lọ gbé Ìgbòho wa jẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ìyẹn náà ṣe rí gbé lọ́jọ́ wọn fi pa sínú ilé láti federal government ránṣẹ́ imagine federal government ránṣẹ́ sí ọba tiwa pé kọ́ lọ gbé Ìgbòho wa jẹ́gẹ́ bí áyán ẹ fẹ́ lọ gbé Ìgbòho ẹ ti gbé tì àgbétì ni èyí tó kù ẹ kà púpọ̀ nínú ìwé wa ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gba Yorùbá nation ká débi táwọn lọ́nà it was a good experience pé mo take that bold decision láti lọlé ohun mi kí n padà wá gan mo sọ fún yín sẹ́ẹ̀ ohun mi kí n padà wá sí UK ní UK láti gbé Ìgbòho ló tún ní ó lè ṣe ìran yìí lè ṣe jìyàn àbá ní ẹ àtàtàn ẹ máa dúpẹ́ fún Ìgbòho ẹ wọ́n mọ tí mo fi lọ ṣe nígbà tí mo lọlé tí òun ṣe pé tẹnu ẹ̀tẹ́ bá ti pè Ìgbòho ẹ máa tó dúpẹ́ fún pé coordinator ẹ̀ ó ní ká máa dúpẹ́ fún ẹ̀ Ìgbòho òòṣà ìlú òyìnbó náà kàlà wà títí nísìn 20 years 40 years ilé òṣè lọ àwọn èèyàn kọ́lé sílé wọlé lọ́lé ẹlòmíì grandchildren rẹ̀ kí ló fi lọ ṣe lé ẹlòmíì wà ń lé grandchildren ní ẹ̀bà lọ́ba ẹ̀ pàdé ní Dubai àbí kọ́ wá sí London dáàtọ̀ bá ṣe ní visa. Let me just quickly wrap up the BBC one. I shared the link with you. You can go and read it further. A Sofan governor to buckle up. So after this terrorist attack, then what happened? Edgware Road attack. 6 people were killed in the Edgware Road. 3 of the 4 bombers went off just before 8:50 on the tubes train that had departed King's Cross. Ringleader Mohammed Sadiq Khan devised to Alaratie on a westbound Circle Line train that was heading to Paddington. The bomb, bomb lọ́sọ̀ olùsí wọn sọ mo sọ̀rọ̀ bomb wa jẹ́ kẹ́hìn gbìyànjú tíyàn lè sọ mo náà fẹ́ bomb Lagos State àbọ̀dẹ̀ nìyí ni ẹ̀yin ni kẹlẹ́ ọmọ wa bọ̀ sí ní bomb Lagos State. The bomb was exploded at Edgware Road ó pààyàn 6 dànù lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Bomb lẹ fi ń ṣeré. Even if it's a homemade bomb a ṣì níṣẹ́ tó máa ṣe collateral damage. The ringleader tẹ bomb tọ̀dọ̀ tiẹ̀ ó blow pow. In the second carriage close to the second set of the double door, it killed 6 people. Lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. In 2011, inquest into the death are that although the bomb went off at 8:50, UK, oh my, timing, gbogbo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn, painstaking job. The emergency services only reached the station at, imagine, bomb went off at 8:50. With timing. And so pé ọ̀rọ̀ timing ni gbogbo nǹkan. 8:50 and emergency services what débẹ̀ ní exactly 9:12. So gbàtẹ́mi ṣiṣẹ́ tí mo fẹ́ gbaṣẹ́ train in tó fi kọ́ wa lélẹ̀. Wọ́n máa wá ní irú kan báyìí nísìn 8:50 to 9:12. How many minutes ló wà láàrin ẹ̀? 8:50 àti 9:12. That's about almost 10 to the 9. That's 22 minutes. Inquest testimony review ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ gbọ́ bí tí mo sọ nísìnyí ẹ farabalẹ̀ kẹfẹ́ tí ẹ gbọ́ dáadáa nígbà tó ń ṣe inquest ní pé nígbà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí review gbogbo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ review the horror ó dàbí ìgbà tó ń horror movie the horror of the explosion aftermath but also the tale of the great bravery and survivor Daniel Bido, who still has a 20p piece lodged in his thigh bone, has had other sharpener, including his door keys, removed by surgeon. Recall seeing a big white flag. I got bomb ni. I got bow. Gbogbo kan ojú máa ṣú gbogbo máa ṣú. Ìtànà fi ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. Tẹ́ fi ṣeré. Ẹ̀yin ò dẹ̀ ní emergency services. Shall imagine òkú tó máa sùn lọ, but I will prevent it if things are done right now. Kò ń ṣe ìkan ọ̀nà pé mo ní wọ́n fẹ́ bọ́ǹbù Lagos ẹni mọ̀ ní bọ́ǹbù Lagos. Èmi ò ní mo gbàdúrà kó bọ́ǹbù Lagos. Mo ní wọ́n fẹ́ bọ́ǹbù Lagos lèmi sọ. Èmi ò gbàdúrà kó ṣẹlẹ̀, but prevention la máa kọ́kọ́ lọ sí tó bá ní ṣẹlẹ̀. Catherine Al-Wafia, who suffered small injuries to her arm and thigh, ìyẹn lọ sí job interview, was on her ìyẹn máa jí láàárọ̀ àánú lọ síbi iṣẹ́ òun fẹ́ lọ wáṣẹ́. She was on her way to job interview. Tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìn bá ṣe máa review ẹ̀ náà lélẹ̀ pé wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ dẹ́ rẹ̀ kí ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀. That's even if they can dig details like they have done there. She was going for a job interview when the blast happened, severely injuring a woman to her left, covered in blood. Miss Al-Wafia walked away unaided from the scene. Emerging from the tube, she found staff from the nearby Marks and Spencer store helping survivor. She only realized she had lost a shoe when she arrived. Imagine, bàtàkè. Kò rántí pé bàtà kan ti jáde lẹ́sẹ̀ òun ọ̀dìgbà tó délé. Imagine ó rìn bí ọwọ́ mọ́tò ni o, but ìgbà tó délé ló ṣe realize pé bàtà kan lòún wọ̀ délé. Ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú là ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ kékeré ni ọ̀rọ̀ tó yẹ kíyàn máa bù pé èèyàn kan náà ń ṣe ṣó ló ń dárúkọ mi lónìí mo ní mo yes mo náà máa bọ́ǹbù Lagos State mo kò ń ṣe tí mo fi bò ẹ ṣe èrè bọ́ǹbù London tó tẹ̀ jẹ́ tó léfọ̀n tó lékan náà bọ́ǹbẹ̀ à ń bọ̀ sí Lagos kí ló wà ní Lagos. The next person, John. Professor John was sitting on the opposite side of the carriage from Mohammed Sadiq Khan. Mr. Tollett had returned from Australia a few days before the bomb had yet to go home to Cardiff, so was carrying 3 bags with him. A hard suitcase by his feet saved him from a serious injury. Professor Touch's left eardrum was perforated and sharpening from the blast is still embedded in his head. Bọ́ǹbù ni tó ní ìṣó tó ní gbogbo ẹ̀ oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló máa mú jáde. Daniel, running late for work, was standing close to the plot ringleader Mohammed Sadiq Khan when the bomb exploded. Ìyẹn wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ gangan. Ibo la mọ̀ tó fi attack nísìn, we don't know. Ṣé ọmọ lọ sí mọ́ṣáláṣí ni, ṣé church ni, ṣé ilé ẹlẹ́ran ni, ṣé gathering ni, ṣé àárín ọjà ni? We don't know. And that's why we're asking your governors to beef up the security. Just to wrap it up. David Gardner, a managing accountant at Evening Standard, lost his left leg. Essay, the left one, Olatige, and spleen in the attack. He was blown off his seat onto the carriage floor. Bọ́ǹbù ni ó gbá máa gbé ẹ̀dánù láti ibì kan síbì kan ìyẹn lẹ́yìn wá fi ń ṣeré. Let's now go to Aldgate. In Aldgate, 7 people were killed. Shower Tower, device boom, lórí eastbound circle train between Liverpool Street and Aldgate. Ẹ ti máa rí Liverpool Street yẹn, mo máa ń lọ síbẹ̀ dáadáa, tí máa ń ṣe fídíò láti òkè yẹn tó dàbí bí square by tí ó ní 4 courts. I'm sure a lot of you have watched some of my videos. The explosion at the rear of the second carriage killed 7 people ní Aldgate. Imagine this is UK. I'm sorry, you. Imagine they could have prevented this. But these people slipped the net. I once saw ìlú tí ò ní kọ̀ọ̀kan bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí nísìnyí wọ́n wọlé ni àti tó ti wà nínú ilé already. Survivor Philip Tuckworth was so close that he was blinded in one eye by the fragment of the bomber's chin bone. And tó blow ààrẹ egungun tí ó jáde lára ẹni yẹn ó lọ affect ojú ẹlòmíì. Ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú lọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí, ọ̀rọ̀ tó yẹ pé kò jẹ́ kí gọ́fìnà yìí máa sùn ní Lagos State lálẹ́ nísìn. Ó yẹ kó wà níbi tí situation room máa wà tó máa monitor. Àdéhìí ti wà níbẹ̀ kọ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí rédíò excuse me táwọn èèyàn máa lọ up and down. Ìyẹn la wà bìí aláṣẹ pé imagine ẹni tó blow ààrẹ egungun tiẹ̀ ó jáde ó lọ bá ilé kan lójú. Mo fi lọ with the next place tí nǹkan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ibi tí the last person ṣe méjìlá dárúkọ yẹn. Now ibi tó kù ti pọ̀ sí tó kù jù òun ni Russell Square. Ṣe rí òkú ọ̀bá pọ̀ dáadáa níbẹ̀ yẹn, but luckily ibẹ̀ yẹn jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí medical area, so a lot of people came out quickly to save lives. Ó dà pé yẹn nígbà tí yẹn ti rí pé wàhálà ti ṣẹlẹ̀ bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ, ó dà pé òun táàdì padà sókè. Bó ṣe jáde sókè yẹn ó wọ bọ́ọ̀sì, orí bọ́ọ̀sì yẹn ni wàhálà ti ṣẹlẹ̀. The most deadly attack occurred on Piccadilly line between King's Cross and Russell Square. German Linzer Bombardier, boom, next to the rear set of a double door in the front carriage. Okay, to retrace it, but there was another one on the bus. They had the next person in front of the carriage. Gbogbo tá à ń sọ yìí, ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní the same day ni o, kò ń ṣe lánàá, kò ń ṣe lẹ́ni o. I mean, it was happening simultaneously. Can I imagine? But she's stretching the whole security of the whole country was on the shutdown. What airspace, everything was shut down. Let's take a say, because nobody knew. So the first thing they have to do is shut down everywhere and tell everybody to stay put. You have to be vigilant. The Bani family in Ile are very, very vigilant between now and then. Because nobody knows. Survivor, so you're 26, Loku, near Russell Square. Survivor Paul described how he picked up his badly damaged limb and hooped off the bond train. Limpe Ogbe Tofi Kuro Lebe. Let's go to the next one. Ẹni nísìn Lenian Ajayi, I'm sure Bomo Yoruba Lele. Miss Ajayi was going to sit down on a seat but gave it up for another female passenger. That passenger later died. Ẹ ò bí kò ṣe yọ lórí yẹn. Ibi tó yẹ kó òun jókòó sí, òun fẹ́ lómi kò jókòó síbẹ̀. But that passenger yẹn níbi tẹ́ni yẹn jókòó sí ó kú. She described hearing a boom and then seeing the scenes of injured pile up like a laundry basket. Or a laundry basket. Tabafi for sure, go to the woman for sure. She recalled trying to help a man but realized his leg injury was too severe to move him. And Belon Nikomashele. Because if it happened, there will be collateral damage. And this is what the terrorists want to do in Lagos State. And the other states on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, according to intelligence gathering. Miss Gill lost both legs in the blast. SMDG. Just to let you see the magnitude of what can happen should such happen, and we pray it doesn't happen. I think let's go to the last person. Tavistock Square. Okay, Tavistock Square in Libya. I think it's the one close to the, train station, but there was more. I think Tavistock Square is where the medical area. The youngest Olori Buruku terrorist attack. The youngest one. The youngest one of them. 13 ló padà. The youngest among the bombers, Hussein, his own bomb went off on a double-decker bus. Double-decker bus. Bí mi ò ṣe máa ń jókòó tí ma ẹ wá ìmájí kí mi máa ṣe fídíò lọ gbúdúgbúdú àfi gbóò. Bombers they are always for large crowds or where they can maximize casualties. And imagine a country like Nigeria, where no security, no emergency services. But there was a quaking, but at least, the police have confirmed in Lagos it's under threat. So we're going to open the phone line. So the bombing, the fourth and the final attack took place at 9:47. It was space of under Lati 7 kọ́lá sọ pé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣẹlẹ̀. Gbogbo táwọn sọ within 1 hour èèyàn 52 ti kú dànù. I want to imagine if there's a multiple attack in Yoruba land. We pray it doesn't happen. Imagine the amount of people that will die. The number 30 bus was torn apart in front of the headquarters of the British Medical Association. Where a conference was being held. While medical equipment was lacking, dozens of doctors offered life-saving experts. Because the number boss but Oshele just right at the particular point where there was also a lot of medical assistance. Even though it was on this way, they were lacking equipment. The bus driver, the bus driver George, seeing my passenger in such a state really shocked me. I was overwhelmed. The youngest one here. So let's get the line open as usual. I hope not to be here as long as I'm still. I slept a little bit before I went to my mom, so depending on my strength. But as soon as I start getting tired, we will definitely call it a night. But let's open our phone line. Please only call the studio line, and if you don't know the studio line is +44 74 04 405917. Born Buffy Sokale, Yoruba Nation is a must so that we can be able to save a lot of our people for now and the next future and the future that we are living right now, because Nigeria is no longer safe for both myself and you. I live in London, but I don't have a PayPal account. Which account can I pay into? Sorry to bother you. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I did put any later. So while we are waiting, if you're going to be in a call, if otherwise, I will just continue. Now, let me now go back to Lagos. Police confirmed threat to attack Lagos. Security agencies effect partial lockdown. The Lagos State Police Command has announced that the state was under a partial lockdown by security agencies. Commissioner of Police Abiodun Alabi said, and I think we have a caller coming. Commissioner of Police said surveillance has been raised due to threat of attack. Let's go to the first caller. Hello, good evening. Mute the background. You are on, please.
Hello, bro.
Ekale. I don't know. Go ahead. It's on. Man, listen to Raimo. It's on already.
Yeah. Muti Tawari. Seri, we thank God for everything. God will continue to uphold you for the information given every 24 hours. Even, it might not even go to 24 hours at times. awareness yẹn ó ti pọ̀ gbogbo ayé ti rí gbogbo rẹ̀ sẹ́yìn gbogbo analysis yìí ni mo ń wò látàárọ̀ àwọn developed country nìyẹn o làwọn people yẹn ni wọ́n deal pẹ̀lú wọn ruthlessly yẹn o a ní wọn àwọn Nàìjíríà ò ṣe wọn ò mọ tán pé terrorist if you talk about terrorists they don't wọ́n kàn fi ìpá wọn tán wọ church ní Ọ̀wọ̀ àwọn yẹn làwọn sì ń fojú terrorist wò àwọn terrorists tó jẹ́ pé they have already signed out their life they have budgeted where they are going to kill at least each of them will take life of more than 100 people. Àwọn tó ń pè terrorists ni terrorists kọ́ làwọn tó ń gbébọn ẹ wo ti September 11 tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní America. Wọ́n wọlé sínú plane and they knew that the plane is going to be blown up and they knew they are going to die. Nàìjíríà àwọn Nàìjíríà ń ṣàwàdà ni ebi tán sì ló ń pa àwọn yẹn àwọn àwọn àmọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń dé àwọn tó ti wọlé tí wọ́n tán bá wọn sùn yìí ó ju ọ̀rọ̀ ebi lọ ebi tẹ́bí bá ń pààyàn ó sì dáa ìwé kíyàwó tiẹ̀ wá wà lólé ó máa gbọ́rọ̀ pé bóyá níbì kan o bọ́ǹbù déédéé dún ìyẹn bíi 150 ló kú nígbà tí irú kan bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní UK láwọn tó jẹ́ pé devices wọn l'Amẹ́ríkà bíbá yìí anything tí ẹyẹ bá ké báyìí lásán ọlọ́pàá kan jeep kan ni àwọn ọlọ́pàá máa bo bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa bo ibẹ̀ ni àwọn àti wàá sọ shit o country torí wọ́n ti dàrú àwọn mo ń gbọ́ story àwọn kan lẹ́dẹ̀ẹ́ tán ní pé wọ́n yìnbọn pẹ́ nìkan wọ́n ní orí yín ló burú tó tẹ́ ń jẹ yẹn náà ló ń payé ẹ̀yìn wèrè so mo gbádùn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe blast bàbá ẹ̀ lẹ́nìí bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ yẹn mo sọ ní last program yìí pé ẹni tó bá listen sí bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ but honestly ìṣe ẹni yẹn Yorùbá bastard ni born bastard Yorùbá speaking person Ọbásanjọ́ wo 79 ó bá jẹ́ Yorùbá jẹ́ he was head of state from 1976 to 79 ẹ wo gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ yẹn ṣe that man will have liberated this Yorùbá tá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ká ní wọ́n àlá bàbá yẹn ń gbà yẹn ẹ wo àwọn achievement the standard football stadium nìbàdàn bàbá yẹn ló ṣe the first television station in the whole Africa bàbá yẹn ló ṣe we have television before France developed country àwọn máa sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn máa Ọbásanjọ́ wèrè ní bàbá yẹn mi ò tiẹ̀ fẹ́ gbọ́rọ̀ rárá ìgbà tó ti tán ló wọlé ńgbà kan báyìí ní dáàdì mi ti sọ pé ta Ọbásanjọ́ oníwèrè wèrè ọ̀run tó máa bá ayé yín jẹ́ so àwọn èèyàn mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n kókó sí Nàìjíríà but àdúrà mi sáà ní pé àwọn tí wọn ò gbọ́ràn yẹn náà máa bá lọ Ọlọ́run dáríjì ni àwọn tí wọ́n di yẹn àwọn secretary governors àwọn family àwọn governors yẹn àwọn family àwọn ministers àwọn families àwọn house of rep tí wọ́n di àtẹlẹ tẹ ló ń gbọ́ bùkà yẹn tí gbogbo orí ẹ̀ funfun bí orí àwọn kìnìún yẹn kí náà ti ń porúkọ ẹ̀ Gbajabiamila nígbà tí tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn gan-an wọ́n á mọ̀ pé ayé wọn ti bàjẹ́ nílùú yẹn so ẹ máa bẹ́ẹ̀ tó lọ God bless you sir.
Ashigoni, thank you so much. I know a lot of you will be calling and I'm ready to take as many calls, but the only problem is please only the studio line I want us to call. Muti was short of one phone already because this one is completely, it's gone kaput. I'm going to see if we can get it fixed. But for now, I'm using one of the phone for Twitter. I'll deal with that sex, whatever that has just popped up. The studio line is something that we give out all the time. And if you don't have the studio line, please, whoever is calling, do not call any other number. Mr. Samuel from Lagos, you are calling the wrong number. I'm not going to pick it up. I want you to get used to that. Even though if you have my second line, I want you to have the studio line. We must let us understand that there's a reason why we want you to call this. Tibagbe number here, cut out because could need that capacity, plus 44 74 0440 5917 is the only number that we will pick. I will deal with that love chat. Bear with me because more edit the headline down low on Once again, my name is Olami Koike. You're watching a live transmission as we continue to enlighten and educate our people. And I say all the time, I'm just one out of the many Yoruba people that want freedom for the people, and we must all be ready to take the freedom by fire, by force. Hello, good evening, caller, or good morning, rather, because we're in the same country.
Hello, Koike. Good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oglan don't call out London.
Momentum, sorry. Go ahead.
So, imminent this disaster to Marshall in Lagos State. I will appeal, say, Governor Sanwo-Olu to provide the standby ambulance services. And to be possible, no, collect us Red Cross and St. John ambulances. Go was standby. In case.
Any suru. Sherry and took put on me before I think from Lagos. You've actually allowed our studio to lose our sound now from the Facebook. Bema Sorola will deal with that. Please do not call any other number apart from the studio line. We beg you all the time. We've actually lost the sound on the Facebook now. Hello, go ahead.
So the best thing is to provide the standby ambulances in strategic places. And to want the medical association and nursing association in case to buy or call, that will save life. At least that will save some lives to buy, That's the best thing. To buy Sanwo-Olu, call it or write it. We could provide the standby ambulance services in strategic places. Or maybe each local government won't provide ambulances. So that will save lives.
Okay. All right.
Because since Lagos the capital of capital city of Nigeria, so target me. So, ó dẹ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe ń sọ yẹn. Ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀.
Ọlọ́run fún wa ṣe.
Ó kàn ẹni tó kàn ló mọ̀ ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀.
Ẹ parọ́. All right.
So the best thing yẹn tá bá mú ẹni tó bá dé jẹ́ ẹni tó bá mọ̀ Sanwó-Olú tó bá dé jẹ́ pé bóyá a máa méèlì ní tá bá lè gẹ́ẹ̀tì méèlì if possible personal email or So go provide the ambulance services.
Okay.
Within the city, so see strategic places. Or maybe every local government can only standby ambulances.
Okay.
Pẹ̀lú paramedical or medical team.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
So that's my own suggestion.
Thanks so much.
All right, okay, appreciate. All right, my regard to your family. All right, all the best.
Thanks so much. Once again, please, when we're doing a live broadcast and we asked you not to call any other number, and if you call that number after we have said so, we will definitely have no other option than to block your line, and you'll probably then have just the studio line. That means the second number near, because what has actually happened and we've lost the broadcast, I have to start it all over again. It doesn't make any sense. That means the information will be now divided. You're actually watching me. It's not compulsory why we take calls. The reason why we take calls is because we want you to participate in the program. Some of you have been able to understand what is the studio line. Studio line just means that number I've recited the number out more than 3-4 times today. We repeat this number out every blessed day. But yet, because you probably have my other number, if you call, I'm going to block you. I will block the number that you will only then have the studio number. So you probably because you don't want any number anyway. Because by having the two numbers, maybe you are abusing itself. So maybe you should just stick to one. because if tẹ́ bá lè understand pé nọ́mbà tí bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ní méjì ni ó dẹ̀ ń sọ pé ká má pè kan òkè tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ wá mọ̀ ìtẹ́ fi pè ẹ̀ wá sure bí ẹ kẹ́tẹ̀ send message pa Mr. Koiki èwo ni nọ́mbà tó jẹ́ ti studio but you continue to call the wrong number. And I'm sure that there's so many people that are doing programs that you probably will not even get through. It's totally unfair to other people that are calling that studio number. Studio number is a studio number. There's no, it does not mean because you have that second number that you want to call that number. I don't understand. That means you probably want to stick to one number, because some people have my two numbers. Then that means if you call the studio number or you call the wrong number, what we'll just do is, that means I'll just block that number. I'll just send the studio number, see, and you will keep that studio number so that when next I'm running the program, and I think I've been very, very patient to explain this, again and again. It is very, very important because what has actually done happen now is the video has been divided to two, and there's no need for that. So we continue back again. Thank you so much, boss, for the super chat. I just picked that up. I almost missed that. Okay, I didn't get what you mean by stop repeating words. Maybe you want to elaborate on it. Okay, but they say it could be intentional to distract us. All right, let's continue. The number to call is +44 74 0440 5917, and we take more calls as we continue the live transmission. You're watching a late night, and I say thank you so much as we're all trying to save Yoruba land. Hello, caller.
Ekale, Mr. Koiki.
Ekale, Bomi.
Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú yín, Alálà wà pẹ̀lú yín.
Àmín.
We really appreciate you and your efforts. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Nípa Mark tó sọ̀rọ̀ láti yẹn pé humanitarian assistance
yes.
Land available and all those stuff.
Yeah.
Mr. Koiki, that cannot work in the shithole called Nigeria. Ṣé Nigeria ò ní single oxygen? Tí bọ́ǹbù bá blast bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, àwọn nǹkan tó gbọ́dọ̀ ní láti tó gbọ́dọ̀ wà in place. Oxygen number 1, blood number 2, because immediately tí àwọn casualty bá ti wà, wọ́n máa wà short of air. Wọ́n máa need the oxygen. Oxygen, enough oxygen must be on ground, number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, blood pollution. Àwọn tó ń jẹ́ victim, wọ́n máa lose blood, and most of them, blood wọn máa wà polluted. So wọ́n ní láti máa jò wọ́n tó wà lára wọn láti máa fi mí sí.
Okay.
We don't have blood bank in Nigeria. Ṣé àwọn tó kọjú ìbọn sí citizen wọn tí wọ́n yìn wọ́n pa nígbà EndSARS, do you think they value life? Ẹ wò pàtí cantonment blast nígbà ayé Ọbásanjọ́, bàbá ọ̀bọ. Ẹ wò pàtí bọ́ǹbù blast nígbà yẹn, táwọn èèyàn ń bọ́ sínú canal. Do they rescue them? Nothing is gonna work in that country. Let my people go home. They refuse. Ẹ wá wo àwọn monkey, àwọn babu idiots. Tó wọ́n ń dá yìí pé ó ní pàtí United Nations bá recognize wọn. They are a bunch of bastards.
Okay.
These are the people that want our people to die.
United Nations. Okay.
You are in your comfort zone in America, UK, especially London, Mr. Koiki. Our bastard pọ̀nbẹ̀ dáadáa pẹ̀lú Canada. Few ní America bí. You are in your comfort zone. Ó wá sọ fáwọn tó wà ní Nàìjíríà. Ipò nígbà tí United Nations bá ti recognize wọn. Ó nígbà tí Queen Elizabeth bá ti recognize wọn. Àwọn tó gbé wọn benefit nínú shit hole. Èrò lórí wàá ti recognize yín. I pray tonight in America, and I pray that it's morning in Nigeria. May the blood of innocent people begin to avenge on all the people that allow them to die miserably. Kí ló dé? A ní káwọn èèyàn wọn máa lọ anybody. Okay. Tí ọkọ bàbá ẹ, if you don't recognize yourself, nobody will recognize you. Mo ní èmi tí ìyà ń jẹ, èmi lásán lè pé ìyà ń jẹ mí. ó wá ní pé kẹ́lẹ́ bí wà lọ sọ fún mi ẹni tó ti jẹ yó ẹni kò sọ fún mi pé ebi pa bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn the guy is less concerned with me. They don't care about my well-being. No wonder tó yẹ pé Nigeria, Africa láti retí bíbọ̀ Jésù Kristi. Jesus is coming back again. The coming is at hand. Did America expect coming of Jesus Christ? Because their state is in good and it's in a good state. Canada doesn't expect the coming of Jesus Christ. Their country is in good state. UK, other countries don't expect the coming of Jesus Christ. Àwọn kan tó ti expect Jesus Christ wá bá wa. They are not expecting the coming of Jesus Christ because they are set in a good state. Kìkì Africa àti Nigeria àti ìrètí bíbọ̀ Jésù Kristi. They are fully set of people. Àwọn tó ń wà níbẹ̀ yẹn. Ṣé wá rí o? Yorùbá nation tí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó máa ti dìde sọ̀rọ̀ ara wọn. Àwọn oppress, àwọn depressed, àwọn deprive, àwọn poor tó máa ti dìde sọ̀rọ̀ ara wọn. Ọwọ́ ara wọn ló kù sí. Gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá mi sọ fún àwọn bàbá Ọbásanjọ́, àwọn bàbá Akínbánjọ, Abẹ́nifẹ́re dídà, kọ́ fi wá sílẹ̀ kọ́ yẹ kí yúùtù sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní yúùtù tí wọ́n. Ìgbà Gowon, ìgbà Buhari ẹ̀gbọ́n Buhari àbúrò, ìgbà Yar'Adua ẹ̀gbọ́n Yar'Adua àbúrò, gbogbo àwọn bàbá tó ti Gowon, Yakubu, Tafawa Balewa, gbogbo wọn, they rule Nigeria in their youth. And every country say that youth are the leaders of tomorrow. Why are all these our ancestors still leading us? It is high time for our youth to stand up and turn the on by the bull and take the bull by the horn. Ìjọba mi sọ fún àwọn angels, come and mislead àwọn èèyàn wa mọ́. We can speak for ourselves. Let us go. Even United Nations, America, Britain, Australia, àwọn láwa bá wa nítorí àlùmọ́ọ́nì tó wà lọ́dọ̀ wa nígbà wọn fẹ́ ṣe pọ̀ pẹ̀lú wa. Kọ́njẹ́ ká máa lọ, we have enough to sustain ourselves and to live good. Ẹ ṣeun, Mr. Koiki.
Thank you so
Ọlọ́run
much.
àdó ti fámìlì yìí, kò ní rẹ̀ yìí.
Eshegoni, thank you so much.
Orúkọ mi náà Yọ̀délé.
Eshegoni Benwi, thank you so much. And it was nice speaking to you yesterday with the other part of the group as well. Eshegoni. Quite a lot of work we do behind the scene. Yesterday I was with him with about 4 or 5 different people in a Zoom meeting that lasted for probably some few hours. Also, as we are discussing, the central account is being put out. I'm going to appreciate some of you as well. I'm still here till I have enough to say we have to go. Please donate to the central account. The details I've already pushed out. Please, is a PayPal. Let me explain something. I know a lot of us are becoming frustrated because you want to donate money. I mean, somebody just sent me a message and say, PayPal, and this is somebody in UK. Mofe 50 Central, you see. We need money. Money is needed to run a Yoruba nation movement, whether the security or the central account, as you know, we've been asked to, promote them. These are the 2 accounts that is legitimate. These are not personal account to me, not personal account to Koiki Media, but it is our duty and responsibility as a media to also tell those of you that wants to contribute. But I think the problem that people are having all the time is, báwo la ṣe fẹ́ send owó sínú PayPal nígbà tí a mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ a ṣe fẹ́ ṣe. Mr. Koiki ṣe bá wa sọ fún wọn pé kọ́ ní account tí ó máa convenient, kọ́ ní Zelle, fáwọn tó wà ní America, ẹni tó wà ní Canada, àwọn yẹn tẹ̀ easy because wọ́n náà pé account number tí ó wà yẹn ti Canada ni kò ń ṣe fún ti US. But it is taking a bit longer for us to get, a result of these. So that means the only option that we have presently for donation is through the PayPal. I understand not everybody, wants to do PayPal, but I hope things will be changed and things will be done, in a way that will help us in the long run. So as we continue to also review, the Yoruba nation, the most important thing is there's a lot of things that is coming up. Let me quickly give us that there will be some rallies that has been put together by some Yoruba, groups, whether in the Yoruba land as we speak right now. More information and Jade. So from what I have here, on the 27th of August, which is next week, Saturday, ní aago mẹ́sàn-án, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá wà ní gbogbo axis Ilaro, Ogun State, and if you can join them from other states, please do so. It is just a movement that to encourage our people engage. Shari gbogbo tá à ń ṣe is not a crime. I know a lot of you are worried and concerned because of the Nigerian government and all that. But what we are doing is not a crime. Nobody can stop us. We're not asking anybody to go out there and commit any other thing than they're going out there for awareness and campaign. It is, and as I already explained this, and the Dimoshiman emphasized the Lord in a way, sharing the fair way, government ma deal with. As we speak right now, currently, Nigeria is recognized as a sovereign nation, even though some of us have now said we don't want to be part of that anymore. So during the period of time, in Nigeria, if you are within a nation or whatever they call it, within international perspective, ironically, Nigeria also signed a lot of mutual arrangement, or not arrangement, mutual agreement. So, Nigeria come act anyhow. No. Presently, right now, ìwọ̀nba ni Nigeria lè act more. And mo fẹ́ kí bẹ́ẹ̀ kó máa wà nínú igbá àyà wa. Koiki sọ pé Nigeria, because Nigeria tó ti ń run for 62 years after the fake independence that was forcefully matched together. It was even not what we have. Because Interfi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní 1960, òun kọ́ là ń lò nísìn. But nobody even does our episode nípa yẹn. But Interfi bẹ̀rẹ̀ Nigeria was a regional government. Olúkálùkù ń ṣèjọba tiẹ̀. Kó tó di pé kú ṣẹlẹ̀, and the rest they say is history. But nísìn, ilé tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn. So politician ilẹ̀ Igbo, Middle Belt, Hausa, Fulani, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, àwọn márààrún yẹn, ó pé wọn. So survival to the fittest làwọn máa fi ń ṣe. Bó ṣe ń ṣoògùn, ló ń pààyàn, ló ń mújẹ. I actually saw a video today where inú ilé ẹni yẹn, dead bodies tó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. I don't know how many people have seen that video. Mo ti block love chat yẹn, ṣó tó padà wá ni. I actually blocked them earlier. Let me see. Oh, I don't know how they eventually, you block them, they come back. It's unbelievable. I've actually blocked them. But they just keep coming back. We have a new caller that is coming through. Let's go straight to the caller. We're not going to do a program in the morning, so be rest assured that you will go sleep properly. So this is going to be our late night. The next one will be tomorrow night. Everyone's okay. Bàbá wa láti ọ̀dọ̀ yín lọ́hùn.
Wait, ọ̀gá mi iṣẹ́ náà.
Àwa ni ẹ sọ.
Lọ Ẹlẹ́dùmarè, àdúró ìyá bẹ̀ máa ràn yín lọ́wọ́.
Àmín.
Ohun tí mo fẹ́ tó sí ni the last caller yẹn tó ti sọ lára ìyẹn. Lórí mo rí pé ẹ ti mú arìnrìn àjò nípa ọ̀rọ̀ declaration and recognition.
Yeah.
Ẹ ṣe a lot of analysis lórí ẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ bá yín rin gbogbo ìrìn àjò yẹn mo dẹ̀ wà pọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà ló bá yín rin ìrìn àjò yẹn. Tó máa lè fẹ́ kẹ́ tó wọ́n máa tẹ̀lú wa torí káwọn èèyàn máa convince wa. Èmi náà mo ṣe àwọn research mo wò lóríṣiríṣi mo lọ rí kínní. Èmi ò rí ìlú kan mi ò dẹ̀ rí ibi tó ń kọ́lẹ̀ sí wípé dandan ni 25 members of the Permanent Security Council of United Nations bá recognize ìlú kan pé ìlú yẹn ò lè lọ. Mo wà tí mi ò rí ibi tó ń kọ́ sí. So màá dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí ẹ máa tẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn èèyàn létí kò tí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Because number one, àwọn èèyàn àwọn ìlú ló tẹ́bà even láì jẹ́ káàkiri gbàgbé United Nations. mo rò pé ó yẹ ká mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń pè ní freedom àti rights àwọn èèyàn.
Liberty.
Right àwọn èèyàn ní self-determination. Tí àwọn èèyàn yẹn fúnra ara wọn tó wọn bá dúró wọ́n sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ kínní kó sẹ́ni tó máa fún wọn. Àwa fúnra ara wa la máa dúró pé kínní yóò nǹkan tá a fẹ́ nì. The only way tí United Nations fi wọ́n lè intervene ni pé tó bá di pé Nàìjíríà bá fẹ́ kọ́wọ́kọ́wọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, because Nigeria ṣì ní onímọ̀ ṣàlàyé lọ kí dáàdì tó wọlé lẹ́yìn because Nigeria as it is ó ní àwọn treaty to sign pé Nigeria sign àwọn treaty kan tó yẹ pé wọ́n lè gbé ọwọ́ kọ́wọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe yàn sí pé ọkọ̀ máa pa àwọn èèyàn máa yìnbọn no it doesn't work like that àgbáyé ò ní fún wọn láyè yẹn kọ́ ṣe lóẹ̀ but táwọn ọba act àgbáyé náà lè ṣe kankan and ẹ má bínú dáàdì pé mo bàbá mi Stephen ṣẹ́rí template tí a fẹ́ fi gba Yorùbá nation ó lè má jẹ́ ntọ́ ti lórí lágbàáyé tẹ́lẹ̀ rí there is no a particular template pé báyìí la ṣe lè lọ there is no a particular ó dáa pé ká inform gbogbo ìlú ká sọ fún wọn pa àfẹ́ lọ ká ṣe but àwa gan la ní the bulk of it a fẹ́ ṣe ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè sá.
So the right step náà ni àwa fẹ́ take yẹn number one fún especially àwa ìran Yorùbá àìjẹ́ ìran jàgídíjàgan kò sí gbogbo àgbáyé tó ń lè tó pé ní táìdì ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pé wọ́n rí pàǹpààyàn wọ́n rí pàǹṣẹgbá ọ̀dọ́ wa iná ní gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń wá sí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ń bọ̀ náà máa ń wá ọ̀dọ́ wa iná ni àwa là ń gbá gbogbo èèyàn mọ́ra. Bọ̀ ní ìsinmi àkókò tí wọ́n tó dábọ̀ pé a fẹ́ lọ nǹkan tí ò dẹ̀jẹ́ kó lè fa wàhálà ni pé àdálẹ̀ pọ̀ mọ́ anybody kò sí pé a fẹ́ pínlẹ̀ ilẹ̀ wa ti wà ní pínpín everybody ti mọ ibi tílẹ̀ tiẹ̀ dé. So ìyẹn ló máa ń jẹ́ kó máa ń fàjà yẹn lọ́dẹ̀ máa ń pè ní pé tó máa ń sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ gba ìlú àwọn gbàlú.
Encroach anybody's land. They need the right number láti sọ pé a lè dá dúró as an indigenous because tó ẹ̀bà ní numbers yẹn náà I'm not talking about pé for repetition I'm talking about the numbers of the Yoruba people so culture identity numbers bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So ìyẹn ni pé o máa fẹ́ kẹ́ tó máa tẹ̀ mọ́ ọ̀yàn létí especially then ká mú nǹkan tó kàn wá ní ti gan tó ṣe pàtàkì ni pé ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí múra fún rally yẹn púpọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ó wà very very important the mega rally.
Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tèmi lèmi ti ń sọ fún nílé mo ti dandan ni wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ jáde múra fún rally.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ìyẹn ni náà kíni káà náà máa tẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn èèyàn létí kì í ṣe pé ẹ ti gbàgbé United Nations.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
United Nations kan ló máa bá wa ṣe rally.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
United Nations kan ló máa wá lanu wa tá a máa fẹ́ lu wa gbogbo àgbáyé pé bàbá ẹ̀ la fẹ́.
Kọ̀tà àbá ti jáde torí numbers yẹn pé ó jáde ní physical àti ní the manual aspect which is the petition ta ṣe but I need the numbers yẹn tó gbọ́dọ̀ jáde kọ́ rí video evidence kọ́ rí picture kọ́ dẹ̀ rí pé lóòtítọ́ lódodo à ń clamor pé a fẹ́ gba ìlú a fẹ́ dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀yà.
Then gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà a fẹ́ rí wọn ní rally torí ẹlòmíì wọ́n kàn máa ń jókòó sórí kíní mi ò rí wọn rally rí. Anybody tá a bá dẹ̀ ti rí nínú rally yẹn kó panu ẹ̀ mọ́ láéláé nífẹ̀ẹ́ gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu yẹn mọ́ kó má dẹ̀ jáde kó represent ọmọ Yorùbá. Gbogbo wa pátápátá ní gbogbo ìlú tó ń bá wà gbogbo àwọn tó ń jókòó sórí kíní ń ta máa rí wọn yẹn. Mo abẹ́rẹ́ àwọn màmá àgbàlagbà tó wá lè ká ṣe ní June 12.
Kódà níjọ́ Sátọ̀dé tó lọ iganṣẹ́ ìbára àwọn ìyá àgbàlagbà tó wà. Kọ́dẹ̀ tún bá wa rìn. Tọ́ tún bá wa rìn. Àwọn grandma tó yẹ pé pẹ̀lú walking stick wọn tọ́ tún bá wa rìn. Ìrìn tó ń ṣe rìn kékeré. Ìrìn tẹ́mi gan délé gan tí mo mọ̀ pé ara mi ó gbé nǹkan kan sára tí mo ti jọ́ dẹ̀.
Èmi gan ìtumọ̀ rí jọ tẹ́mi gan mọ̀ lára. Gbogbo wa gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀ tí ò bá tẹ̀ lérìn kó wá síbẹ̀ bẹ̀ báwọn màmá ọkọ tí wọ́n dà níbi tó ń jókòó àtúwá bá wọn bẹ̀. Abẹ́rí gbogbo wa ní ká dìde pátápátá ní gbogbo àgbáyé tá a bá wà. Kẹ́nìbọ̀dì bá sọ kẹ́nìbọ̀dì tí ò bá ti wá tèmi ò bá rí bẹ̀ ó máa wá sọ fún mi kó òun ṣe leader pa kó òun ṣe representative of Yorùbá kan fún ẹ gbogbo wa pátápátá la gbọ́dọ̀ wà. Ìyẹn lèmi fi iṣẹ́ tí mo fẹ́ rántí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Ẹ ṣé o ẹ máa gbé tó.
Thank you so much. gbogbo ẹni tó bá wà confused about the studio line ẹ lè béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi. Sherry, the other now, ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá wa Stephen, and thank you so much for the love and the care all the time. Bí ṣe sọ lẹ́yìn tá a ti ṣe late night yìí, ẹ má worry pé màá tún jí láàárọ̀ tẹ̀ màá tún fẹ́ wake up. No. We're not gonna have any morning section. You have the right to call, but tell bá wà sure which one is the studio line. Màá send it sí yín than interrupting the broadcast, because like I said, mo manage one phones here because I'm not using the software. So please, the studio line is the same number as nothing has changed. It's plot 4474 04405917. And to buy request phone, I send a scene. Hello, caller.
I just want to suggest I'm not to concentrate on Lagos because we might think they are good at Lagos. They might not even think about Lagos now. They might attack Ibadan.
Okay.
So
yeah.
And they can still go ahead and attack Lagos and attack several other cities in Southwest. So that we will be totally, taken aback. And we don't even know where to start from. Okay, so our governors of other states in Southwest come across come on their feet. They can still go back and attack Owo. They can attack Ekiti. They can attack Ibadan. They can attack Abeokuta. They can decide to attack all the states in Southwest. The same time, the same dates. So we need to be really, up on our feet now. It's not the time to go and sleep. Okay? We need to be proactive. We need to think, we need to think wider and so that we not just concentrate on Lagos. Attack anywhere. We should not just think it's a Lagos issue now. It's our issue generally, collectively. That's my contribution.
Eshegoni, thank you so much. And you're quite right. We are, as much as I did focus on Lagos, any part of Yoruba land is prone to an attack. And that's why I purposely mentioned the 1st and the 2nd and the 3rd of next month. It's based on intelligent report that we've got to be very careful for those 3 days. When intelligent report comes in, the intelligent report is just saying that something, I'm not going to be going into all the nitty-gritty of how this intelligent report gets to me. But one thing we've got to understand is the intelligent report is just to prevent something from happening. Even though some might know whether we have the intelligent report because they're listening to us or they're not listening. I don't know. But because we have been able, to track down and find out something is going to happen and we are reporting it. But it is not my job now to act on it. It is the job of your governor, because if you call him governor, I'm not your governor. And this has got nothing to do. Ṣẹ̀rí Yoruba security tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn kò tẹ̀ ń ṣe kankan tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba nation than the fact that pé à ń ṣe Yoruba nation campaign wa lọ, but we are bringing the awareness to them that there's an imminent threat, and everybody can see that it's glaring. We see trucks load of people coming in. No identity. Do you understand that some of them don't even? You cannot even differentiate. Okay, how do you want to differentiate that they are real Nigerians? We don't know. And this is why we've got to be very, very careful, when we talk about, security report and intelligence. And don't expect to be hearing it the way maybe, Babajide Sanwo-Olu will say it. I will say it the way I want to say it. Hello, caller, go ahead. About mute background then. Mute here. I'm going, sir. Go ahead, sir. I'm going, but it seems very too boring. I'm going, go ahead. I'm going, say, yeah.
Just nípa ọ̀rọ̀ mo ń gbọ́ gbogbo program tó ń ṣe Ọlọ́run fún yín lágbára sá adédèlé lórúkọ Jésù. Alright, so just ní last caller tí wọ́n fa yín sọ̀rọ̀ tán sí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká focus lórí bí àmọ̀ràn ni ẹ jẹ́ ká focus lórí awareness wa àti
àti declaration because ṣẹ́rí àwọn Lagos state wọn ò ní gbọ́ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ bomb blast or no bomb blast or terrorist whatever tó bá tẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn gan nínú mi á ti fi dùn Èkó náà lèmi náà wà o tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú mi á dùn because ìrìn àjò yẹn á lè ti fast ni you understand tí ó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kò ní gbé mi on fine tó kó ṣẹlẹ̀ gan ni mo ń wá tó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn á mọ̀ pé ilé tó lọ but báyìí sì wọ́n máa rò pé bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ̀ ń ṣe ògbẹ́ wọ́n máa rò pé bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ẹ̀ ń ṣeré ní àbí nǹkan so ẹjọ́ sá ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀ ẹ fi àwọn Lagos state kọ́ máa ṣe pàtí wọn kọ́ máa jẹ màálù wọn lọ but nǹkan tá a kàn máa focus lé lórí ni pé kẹ́ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa mega rally wa wọn gbogbo àwọn ọ̀dàlẹ̀ United Nations kan recognize wọn àrìn àjò wa sẹ́yìn ni ọdún òde.
Thank you so much. That is the concerned citizen of Yoruba Nation. I'm going to talk about the mega rally, but before then, let's also expatiate more on the self-determination. Self-determination is our right. Matushe analysis a little bit before I go into the mega rally, but before then, we have a caller that is on the line. Okay, we lost the call. I guess there's somebody else that have a missed call. Once again, +447404405917. I just spotted my very good friend. We were together up to secondary school until date. Castle Studio, welcome to the program. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hello, Ekuike.
Our name.
Wàrà Nuba.
Àmín Jésù, inshallah.
Nǹkan tí èmi kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé gbogbo àwa tí a wà ní orí ìkànnì ẹ jẹ́ ká pe ilé àtàwọn tó wà ní ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wa tó bá fẹ́ lọ ra nǹkan lọ́jà kan tètè jí lọ láàárọ̀ kan tún padà sílé tírú nǹkan báyìí bá fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ àárín èrò ni àwọn olórí burúkú yẹn ti máa ń jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí déètì mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta náà dẹ̀ sọ yẹn tó bá bọ́ sí ọjọ́ Sunday màá rọ gbogbo àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì kan kó rọra jókòó sílé wọn kọ́ máa lọ bí kankan torí ibi tèrò bá ti pọ̀ sí wọ́n ti máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn.
Okay, but see, is a Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the first, second, and third, and bossy. So, but them are sort of low.
Àwọn Mùsùlùmí ní ọjọ́ Friday, tán bá ti máa gbọ́, kán máa lọ sí mosque, kán jókòó síbi wọn, kán kírun kò síbi téèyàn ti pọ̀ lọ́hùn tọ́lọ́pọ̀ ní dáyàn lóhùn. Eléyìí tó tún dàbí rẹ̀, gbogbo àwa tí a wà lórí ìkànnì, ẹ jẹ́ ká múra ọ̀rọ̀ mega rally yìí. Àti ẹ̀ lè múra àwa tá a wà níbà lè múra individually. Ó kéré jù ó yẹ kí ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan lára àwa tí a wà ní òkèèrè ká lè gbé 18 passenger láti àdúgbò wa ká dẹ̀ sponsor 18 passenger lọ sí street kíbi tó bá ti fẹ́ ṣe rally yẹn tá a bá ti gbọ́ ká ti máa múra sí oúnjẹ tán máa jẹ kó wà ní mọ́tò wọn bẹ̀. Bójọ́jọ́ mẹ́ta náà fẹ́ lò kán sanwó 18 passenger ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yẹn. Kán jẹ́ ká máa múra ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ díẹ̀. Ọlọ́run á ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Oyún oṣù 9 kì í ṣe àjèjì fún ọkọ àti ìyàwó. À á ṣe àṣeyọrí o.
Àmín Jésù Kristi.
À ní lórí àṣetì o.
Àmín.
À á ṣàṣeyege.
Àmín.
Ọba Abẹ́tò ń ṣó.
Thank you so much, Grandma. Mo rántí gbà tí Grandma lọ sílé, she was shocked. She lives in the US. When people told her in her community that, even as small as it is, moving conscious community, and I'm talking about a very remote area. We are trying our best. Does not mean I'm the only one working. There's so many people that are working, but we are really, really trying our best, to make sure that we do as many things, but subject to the resources that we have. One of our callers that called earlier tonight sent a walkie-talkie to me, and I say thank you so much. I've received it. We're still asking people if they can donate towards it. But before we go to the next caller, let us start getting ready. People are, everybody shall fine, everybody shall want to get white, but the most important thing is we want every province, every community, mega rally, even if it's at the shortest period of time. Emma Bino caller, go ahead. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Go ahead. We can hear you.
Ekale.
Ekaro.
Yeah. Hello?
Go ahead. Those of you on Koiki Media, join us on another Olayemi Koiki Instagram. This is going to go down. Go ahead. I think go ahead. I want here. Let me see if I can get the power bank. Yeah, I want here. Amen. Okay.
Yeah. Because there is a bit more.
Yeah.
Bad.
Okay.
On tell him up to airport.
Yeah.
To teach you last month law. But today, okay. Trailer ni o, but today, okay.
Yeah.
Wọ́n láti já àwọn àbókí sílẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹgbà. Wọ́n wò ó pé wọ́n já àbókí sílẹ̀ lókèrè. Ẹni tó wa mọ́tò ẹ̀ pankẹ́rẹ́ ló fi já wọn sílẹ̀.
Okay.
Ló ń sọ èdè Haúsá ìmú wá síbẹ̀ ní pé yẹ̀sì mo dúró sẹ́yìn wọn. Mo pààkì bọ́ọ̀sì mo wà. Mo dúró sẹ́yìn wọn. Mo ṣàwọn òkò tó ń ṣe. Wọ́n tún kọ̀ǹtínú jọ́ọ̀nì wọn. Wọ́n tún ṣe dẹ́gára. Wọ́n tún já àwọn kan sílẹ̀.
Okay.
Wọ́n lè sọ pé security wà. Definitely ní security rárá.
Everybody knows that. Olùkọ́ kan deceive ara wọn Nàìjíríà ṣìnà.
Ó wá pè é pé ibi tí mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní shop tí mo gbà tí mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn àbókí wà ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n á sọ fún ọ pé agbára Ọlọ́run ẹ̀ ní fẹ́ lọ but ẹ̀ ní fìjà lọ a máa sìn ín dé bọ́dà yín. Kí làbókí ẹ̀ máa dá wọn láwọn gára ti múra sílẹ̀ fáwa.
Wow.
Níwájú ilẹ̀ àtọ́lọ́ nǹkan tó sọ ni. Ó láwọn ọkàn lára ti múra sílẹ̀ fún wa.
Ẹni máa kó pàdé ẹni máa pa lọ́rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀.
Látijọ́ yẹn.
Àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ lọ́ máa kó kò ń ṣe
Mo ti kó wọn báyìí pé anything ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ dẹ̀ ni mo ti pé landlord tó fún wọn lé. Nǹkan tí mò ń sọ yìí
last week lọ́rọ̀ tẹ́ ń sọ yìí. Okay.
Bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run kára ti múra sílẹ̀ fún wa.
Everybody knows that something is brewing. It's just that we are all pretending as if nothing is going to happen.
Gbogbo ilé tó wà lágbègbè pátápátá òun náà ti tà fáwọn àbókí.
Àti gbọ́n yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Gbogbo ilé tó wà lágbègbè pátápátá ló ti tà fáwọn àbókí. A dẹ̀ ń retí mọ́tò àwọn ọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n wá síbẹ̀. Ẹnìkan wá ń sọ wípé gbogbo ilé yẹn pátápátá gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ti ń kó ní tẹ́sí. Táwọn náà ti múra sílẹ̀.
Àwa la máa borí wọn. Ilẹ̀ yóò àwọn la máa borí wọn. Lágbára Olódùmarè. Àwọn la máa borí wọn. Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Ìtàkó lágbára Ọlọ́run ọkàn yẹn á balẹ̀ o.
Àmín.
Yorùbá nation a máa débẹ̀.
To confirm. It's not doubt in my mind. Bọ́rùn bá fẹ́ ya kó tètè ya. Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ dá dúró.
Wọ́n èdè ya ni o.
Bọ́rùn bá fẹ́ ya kó tètè ya. Wàhálà yìí ti pọ̀ jù.
Yorùbá ni best.
Wàhálà yìí ti pọ̀ jù. The stress is too much. And we cannot be dealing with that stress. We've dealt with it for 60 years. It has not worked. Don't let any politician fool you. The politicians are very smart. All they're doing is Onjo Buga. Femi Gbadabiamila. Onjo Buga. Things will get hot. Before the Yoruba nation will finally arrive, people will continue to be squeezed, and I believe at some point, not very long, a lot of people will pop out and there will be reaction. Oku dieni, chinchini baini, react because the economy is gonna bite more. People are going to struggle.
And we continue to do it.
Then, brother, a sugar.
do it.
Agbára Ọlọ́run.
Okay, Baba.
Ẹ ṣé gan-an. Ẹ bá ń kí àwọn ọmọ Oòduà, mo ti rí tó fọwọ́ kan yín lọ́rùn. Ṣé ọmọ dádì nìyẹn láàrin wọn àbí? Mo ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀, èyí tí tèmi náà ni. Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú gbogbo wọn pátápátá. Àwọn tá à ń torí ẹ̀ sáré náà nìyẹn. So ẹ ṣé gan-an ni. Ṣé rí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí understand and let's talk about the mega rally, but it seems we're still getting more calls. Tó jẹ́ mẹ́ta tí mo ti gbúrò bàbá yìí. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè. Studio line here is still the same thing, plus 44 74 044 05917. Ẹ ṣé gan-an ìyá mi beauty underscore mọ̀ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè bàbá. Ìbọ̀lẹ̀ wọlé sí. I can understand.
But most of the time, mo máa ń padà wo fídíò after.
I can imagine.
So mo bẹ́ tó lọ, ẹ kú ètò, ẹ kú gbìyànjú. Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ fagbára bẹ̀ fún Adéyẹ̀rí lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Mo rí ìbẹ̀ yá mi tó
mo fẹ́ contribute sọ̀rọ̀ tí àwọn èèyàn sọ látẹ̀kọ́. Sẹ́rí gbogbo mo rí fídíò wọ́n ń rọ́kadà, wọ́n ń gbọ̀kadà. Kò rán o, wọ́n ti ń wa márúwá o. Wà láì tàbí ìfúnni láìláìláìlá wà. Wọ́n ti ẹni tó bá sọ pé mo ń parọ́ tó bá wà ní Kòròdú ẹ sọ pé kó lọ sí Agric. Mo ti wọ márúwá bí ẹ̀mẹ́ta ẹ̀mẹ́rin ìkan Fúlàní àwọn tó kù bí Haúsá. Ìtòsí gbẹmí lánàá Haúsá ni. Wọ́n ti wá di márúwá dáadáa. Wọ́n ti kọ́ ń gba ọ̀kadà so wọ́n ti sálọ̀ di márúwá o. Tó gbogbo ká má lọ dúró lórí ọ̀kadà nìkan wọ́n ti wá márúwá o. Mo fi Ọlọ́run tó bá mi ṣẹlẹ̀ nù. Wọ́n ti wá di márúwá o. Ẹ bá wọ́n gbọ́ àgbíkì ìṣàwòyàn wọ́n wà bẹ́ẹ̀ pa àwọn márúwá. Àwọn onídàájú wọ́n dẹ̀sùn Ọlọ́run aláwa o. Àní gbógun ọlọ́gbàrá Ọlọ́run. Àwọn alábàbòrú lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àmín inshallah. Lórúkọ Jésù Kristi. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Mo rí Daddy Pi, good evening and welcome to the program. Let me just thank you so much, Ama Uche, our Biafra brothers and sisters. Àṣeyọrí la máa ṣe lágbára Ọlọ́run. I wanted to explain again for those of you that are very, very concerned, because the only concern is Nigerian government will attack. I'm going to go and do a bit of research and I'll come back, I believe this weekend, because any plan, any plan that lost anywhere in the weekend, since last weekend we were outside and And what I'm going to bring back is, I'm going to try and bring to the same thing, United Nations Declaration of Human Rights. But in Malo shape bit of that background. If there anything that can support with that, send me an email on mustakalam@gmail.com. All the treaty that Nigeria have with United Nations, because the fear Nigerian government, and I listened to a voice note, and I think voice note I'm not send voice note I'm not going to go into all the details, but voice note any and I want to see if the person is right or maybe a minimum wrong from my own thinking. Only because if you're talking about government win. When you're talking about government win. Moriembe Musba. When you're talking about government win. Ṣé tòótọ́ ni èèyàn wa? With the two different ones, indigenous people and United Nations. I still have a bit of energy, like I said. I slept very well. Could I move the blood ni and but I'll send message to me that way. They've actually don't have enough staff. I would have done a video from there, so I have to wait for the next time. They cannot see me, but they are listening, and I think we have 3 of them tonight. Is that true that nobody can fight and win the government? Do you believe that as well? Are you of the opinion that, with Intagbedani, you cannot win the government? Because that's what the person said in the audio. Let me give you a bit of background again to indigenous people and the United Nations human rights. We talk about it all the time. This show will end at exactly 3 o'clock, no matter what. So we all have an idea. We're just half an hour away and we will end the program so that everybody will go and sleep. I guess we have a new caller that is coming. So I'm going to push the callers so that I can do a bit of mega rally and the human rights. But Emma Sorlo, my caller. On the
Baba Koiki, àwọn èèyàn tó ń sọ pé àwọn èèyàn kankan bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ìjà kan win ẹni tó ń sọ oko yẹn ìsọkúsọ ló ń sọ ara àwọn èèyàn tó ń kó fíẹ̀ sínú àwọn èèyàn nìyẹn ṣé Sri Lanka lẹ́jọ́ mẹ́ta yìí pẹ̀lú gbogbo ìbọn àtẹ̀wé ìgbà tí gbogbo wọn rọ̀wọ̀ ọbẹ̀ sí wọn ìyáláyà gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ò sá lọ ìgbà yẹn sàásì gan tí ò bá ṣe pé èkìní wọn ṣe lọ sí Lẹ́kì tó gèètì tó bá mọ̀ fún àwọn ìyá wìlẹ̀ wọn ṣe lọ sí Ìkẹjà níbi táwọn wìlẹ̀ wà ìyẹn jẹ́ tó lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. ìgbà tí SARS ṣe gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń pọ̀ lẹ́kùn tó ti ń spread káàkiri ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà ta ló sọ fún wọn pé èèyàn kan lẹ́bà tí ẹnu bá ti kù ẹ máa defeat bad government ẹ máa defeat bad government kí wọ́n lọ wo ti Egypt kí wọ́n lọ wo ti Egypt ṣé ẹnu kò kọ́ ni mélòó la fẹ́ sọ ti France ńkọ́ ti Japan ńkọ́ àwọn èèyàn kan ló ṣe yẹn ni àbí àjọ̀nú ni wọ́n ṣe rí tí àwọn èèyàn bá ti fẹ́ máa sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ wọn tó bá ti fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn tí ò ní nǹkan ṣe wọ́n fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn bí iṣẹ́ kan òun ló ń fà á tó fi ń di pé wọ́n máa lu ọpọlọ politics ọpọlọ wọn tó ti dọ̀tí òṣì yẹn wọ́n máa sọ bí àwọn èèyàn pé ẹ lè bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ìyàkẹ́rù ní ìgbà ká ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ wò ó ká jẹ ọkọ gbé yẹn ká gbé tí sẹgbẹ kan dá ẹ ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ táwọn mọlá tí wọ́n sọ pé kéde èmi mọ̀ pé àwọn mọlá yẹn wọ́n ti rẹ́dí láti ṣọṣẹ́ so ọ̀rọ̀ mọlá kedere bóyá rẹ́dí láti ṣọṣẹ́ yẹn àwa tí ajéèyàn tó jẹ́ gbó free mo jẹ expect pé by now àwọn Yorùbá ti lẹ́sìn wọn kò tó wá ṣe mí lànà pé kàkàkà lẹ́sìn wa àwọn ọba àti àwọn lọ́tún fi àwọn mọ́là jẹ oyè ó sú mi but kò tó ní sùwà náà nítorí pé kí ni a ti mọ̀ pé ẹrú owó ni gbogbo wọn ẹrú Nàìjíríà ni gbogbo wọn nígbà wo ni ọmọ Yorùbá lọ jẹ oyè ní ilẹ̀ Haúsá wọ́n tẹ̀ tí wọ́n á tẹ̀ wá mọ́lẹ̀ ọkùn tẹ̀ ń ṣe wá báṣubàṣu èmi mọ̀ pé gbogbo ìgbàkúgbà tá a gbà gbàrà ilé mọ́ra fa ilé mọ́ra all in the name of hospitality ṣé bóòdẹ ló ti kó bá wa báyìí sí mọ́là ò lè lọ ṣe kírangìran kan ní ilẹ̀ yìí wẹ̀ ní àwọn àti ilẹ̀ làwọn yẹn ṣe ń bá wọn fáìtì pé irọ́ ilẹ̀ wa yìí àwa gbọ́ta jẹ́ Yorùbá wọn bí wa dáká lọ sí kírangìran lẹ̀ yìí wò àjẹ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ láti lọ sí kírangìran lẹ̀ Haúsá so àwa yìí nìkan láàmì all in the name of stupidity fílẹ̀ stupidity ni o fílẹ̀ ọmọ káwọn máa fàyàn mọ́ra ìrìkọ̀ ẹni tó fà mọ́ra tẹ́ pé tí wọ́n bá lọ sí village ti tẹ̀ wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ mọ́ra tí kò bá ṣe gbú báyìí wọ́n máa gbé kí wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí là pẹ̀lú rí ṣùgbọ́n lọ́dọ̀ títí ẹ wàá máa torí stupidity wàá máa torí owó ẹrú owó ní Yorùbá ẹrú owó bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ tọ́jà ẹ̀ pariwo náà tó ń sọ pé kíníkan mẹ́jọ sójà mélòó ló ń ṣọ́ wíìlì àrùn sójà mélòó ló ń ṣọ́ kọ́kọ́ kí gbogbo wọn get out fún ìyá wìlì ni ṣé sójà kan ṣé kò lẹ́bí kò lára ni àwọn ṣé sójà tó ń ṣọ́ àwọn Sanwó-Olú ọlọ́pàá tó ń ṣọ́ ogun wọn ṣé wọn lẹ́bí wọn lára ni ṣé gbogbo wọn ṣì rí ni àló máa tó di woro sí woro anybody bá wà bẹ̀rù wèrè kankan an eye for an eye ni o ẹ bá yẹ kí anybody wá máa preach New Testament kankan fún yín an eye for an eye òun lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ bá yẹ kí anybody máa preach nonsense pé no Ọlọ́run ni wá sí láṣálẹ̀ wàá jà fún wa ara máa jà fúnra wa Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kún wa lọ́wọ́ ni ẹ káwọn yẹn máa stop
nọ́ọ̀sẹ̀ tó máa sọ lọ́kẹ́ ọlọ́run á kúrò wá lọ ọlọ́run á bá wa já ọlọ́run á bá wa pa wọ́n ọlọ́run yóò ẹ máa jáde ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kún yín lọ́wọ́ bó ṣe lọ nìyẹn táwọn ti Sri Lanka ò bá jáde ṣé ọlọ́run ló máa wọnú presidential bill àwọn lọ gbé president ọkú ọbẹ̀ àbá ìwé ní májíkì tẹ́ ń bìlífù lé lórí wọ́n ti fi religion sọ yín lọ́dẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ rọ ni yes that man that called earlier on he said the truth Africa nìkan la ti ń sọ pé religion Jésù máa tó dé and that's the truth àwọn yòókù tó gbé religion yìí wá báyìí tí ló kàn wọ́n bẹ̀ wọ́n kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n tún sọ pé díẹ̀ làwọn fẹ́ pope náà tún sọ pé yá ẹ máa ṣòṣì lọ because wọ́n ti jẹun yóò nà àwọn bẹ́kùbẹ́kù ló kù fún wọn àwọn là ń face problem poverty tá a fi sọ pé religion kìnìkan and lastly ẹjọ tí gbogbo ẹ bá ti di woro sí woro ẹjọ tó rọ lọ mo fẹ́ sọ ní openly ẹ lọ block gbogbo airport ẹ block gbogbo border táwọn politician olórí bíríkì bá fẹ́ lọ ẹ̀sìn wọn bọ́ ṣe sojú ni because wọ́n sọ fún wọn sí wọn gbọ́ ẹ lọ block airport kí ni àyíká ẹ máa wà wò níbo ló lọ private jet ẹ kan wò ní dédé ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ lọ block gbogbo border ṣé ẹ mọ̀ wọn ni ẹ̀yin lẹ kó wá sí wàhálà yìí nǹkan tó ṣe fún sábẹ́dò kan ṣe fún wọn ó ní wọ́n ti dàrú dànù nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ náà nìyẹn kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
ẹ ṣe gan ẹ̀gbọ́n mi thank you so much and I totally agree that ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ ó máa di woro sí woro ṣẹ̀rí one thing tèmi máa sọ fún yín ni pé àbínú consider my lip is very dry níta fi ń jẹ́ kó fresh lélẹ̀ ṣẹ̀rí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ tájú jẹ́ ìpè padà mo rí pé ó ti pè the other number lẹ́ẹ̀kan so that it correct her so I'm calling you if you are there pick it up but 3 o'clock we will wind down okay Taju seems to be engaged ṣẹ̀rí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ ó máa hot at some point but kó tó hot a máa gbáradì fún rally yẹn ni kẹjẹ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ lórí because my time is really out and I don't want to go more than 3 o'clock because mo ti promise gbogbo yín pé 3 la máa parí so that a lè lọ sùn apart from àwọn tó ń ṣe late night work and we appreciate every single one of you for your love and support. In total 6,000 flags have been done from our end as we promised. Àwọn kékèké yẹn ni o àwọn size yìí 3,000 is already being prepared. I don't want to give too much details. I'm sure you know why. But when they get to home, I will tell you. The next production is already in the process. And when that is ready, we will also be updating as well. And I think I now have Taju. Taju, tó bá pè nígbà mí gan. Okay. He's one of our very good brother. I don't know what's wrong. His line is not connecting. Maybe he's driving or he won't even share. Anyway. So, one thing we've got to now prepare for is the mega rally. Our mega rally is going to be the hit. And the reason why we need people to come out, but I will give you, like I said, I'm going to go and do that research. Since I'm not going to come out in the morning tomorrow, I'm only going to do Star Radio UK. Maybe after the Star Radio, we'll just do some quick talk where we'll come back and do the late night. If we have the time, maybe even after the Star Radio, I don't know what my engagement is going to be in the house, but as usual, this is what we do. Ama fún another thing to máa fi wá lọ́kàn balẹ̀ pé Nigeria as it is right now, ó sign our treaty kan pẹ̀lú àwọn àgbáyé. And part of those treaty is that even tí òfin Nigeria ò bá fún wa láyè fáwọn kan mẹ́ta fi ṣe, wọ́n sign treaty fún òfin tó wà lágbàáyé that we can use. And that is why it's going to take me quickly because I didn't talk about this. And then, we will then look at it. 2 things. United Nations Declaration on the Right of the Indigenous People. Very, very important. But before that, I picked up this from the one Tamando as well, which is the back front page. Is a slide. I think Indigenous Declaration. Yeah, Indigenous people and the United Nations human rights. Human rights, tá máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí yẹn. Only big impact tí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ because impact òun ni a máa fi jáde. Impact òun la fi ń ṣe tá à ń ṣe. ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí kò ń ṣe ń tó yàrá lè sọ no ń ta lè sọ ni kò sí nǹkan tá a lè sọ. We are not terrorists. Àwa là ń pé kí terrorist má pa wá. Ẹ wo analysis tí mo ṣe fún yín látàárọ̀ bí terrorist ṣe pa àwọn èèyàn wa níbí báyìí. Ẹ mọ̀ pé I live here as well, so àwọn èèyàn wa náà lọ pa. I might probably know one person there or I don't know, but these are people that live here in UK. 52 people were killed during the bomb terrorist attack. Bomb ni o kò ń ṣe jókòó. And tó bá ṣe join wa ẹ lọ padà kẹ́ lọ wo analysis from the beginning. So what I'm trying to tell us is the fear pé tàbá jáde ọmọ kó sójà jáde ọmọ yìnbọn it's not gonna happen. I know you can say but ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní EndSARS náà Koiki kí ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. I'm telling you eléyìí kì í ṣe EndSARS. Eléyìí is a different thing. EndSARS is fighting for the cause of part of Nigeria. Our fight pé láti save Nigeria. We are saving ourselves as indigenous people. So àwọn ń ṣe EndSARS. They ṣe citizen EndSARS. We are indigenous people. So let me read this quickly. Regional human rights system. The African and Inter-American and European human rights system are important for the promotion and protection of human rights at international level. And I'm going to copy this particular one and I'm going to post it in our timeline. Thank you so much, Ama Uche. Okay, we have to make sure no politicians will travel out of the shit old country. Yes, a lot of things will happen. Tó bá ti di gbàskígbàs, tó bá ti di woro sí woro. Ẹ bá ṣe briefly because of the time constraint.
Hello, Koiki.
Yeah.
Ẹ ṣe tẹ fún mi ní privilege mo ti pè tẹ́lẹ̀.
Yeah.
N tó jẹ́ kórìí mi gbóná ni pé ẹni tó ní wọn dìbìtì gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì yẹn. Orí àwọn Nàìjíríà sì ti dàrú. Orí ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ orí ẹ̀ burú orí ẹ̀ dàrú. Kò sí láyé ńgbà tí wọ́n na Laurent Gbagbo Africa tí wọ́n na wọnú tí wọ́n ka mọ́nú presidential villa tí wọ́n na tí wọ́n faṣọ ẹ̀yà. Tí wọ́n jẹ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ tí naked. Ó kẹ́ mi ò pín. Dẹ́ Samuel Doe nǹkan. Àìmọye kí ló ń jẹ́ kó wọn sí Nàìjíríà gan ló máa dùn jù because division ti wà already láàrin àwọn military yẹn. Division ti wà already.
Àwọn military gan dúró àwa gan dúró dé because some of them are just waiting. Any slightest can never hear.
A slightest expose survive because tẹ̀rí nítorí jẹ́ kára mi gbóná tí mo fi pè yín padà ní pé ẹnìkan ti kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí tó jẹ́ pé the way tí mo ṣe insult ẹ̀ that is the reason you die so cheap because you believe government has military, government has this, government has that. You can't win government. Okay? Mentality burúkú ẹ̀yin wèrè. Wọ́n gé etí Samuel Doe ayé náà la wà nígbà yẹn. Wọ́n Laurent Gbagbo Africa wọ́n ka mọ́nu presidential villa. Wọ́n yìnbọn wọnú presidential villa bí tó ń gbé. Kí ló ń jẹ́ pé wọ́n defeat government àwọn tó rí wọn ò pé. Ẹ̀rù ká máa ibi tí Nàìjíríà ti wà tó bá jẹ́ bí irú Amẹ́ríkà tó jẹ́ everybody ní entitled sí bọ́ ni. EndSARS yẹn ẹ bí pé wọn ò ní bá wọn fà ni. Tó bá jẹ́ pé everybody ló níbọn. Àìníbọn ni. Ẹ wo àwọn crowd tó jáde ńgbà EndSARS yẹn. Ẹ wá imagine pé everybody ló wà equipped pẹ̀lú bọ̀ ẹrù pé wọn ò ní retaliate ni. Ẹ máa bẹ́ẹ̀ tó lọ jàre. God bless you, sir.
Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Adúpẹ́, we are only 15 minutes away from the end of this program. Thank you so much, Divine Grace. Good night to you. The rest of us will be going to bed in 15 minutes. So I might allow, this is going to be my last call, and then that way I can complete.
White Lion.
Go ahead quickly.
Kọ́dé mi fẹ́ sọ ni pé the problem pẹ̀lú àwọn Fúlàní àwọn ọmọ àlè títí tọ́dọ̀ wa òun gangan ni and again náà a gbọ́dọ̀ focus lórí àwọn Tinubu àwọn MC gbogbo àwọn rádaràdà yẹn because máa yẹn ó desperate òun la gbọ́dọ̀ focus nítorí àwọn yẹn gangan lórí burúkú àwọn gbogbo yẹn ní ọmọ àlè akótílétà so because nítorí òun fẹ́ di president yẹn ó máa go to any length so àwọn yẹn ló yẹ ká focus if anything tó ṣe pẹ́ẹ́rẹ́ gbogbo bọ́dì náà ọ̀rọ̀ ogun kọ́ lélẹ̀ gbogbo ẹbí tó ń pè gbogbo ọdún àtàwọn
INC yẹn kọ́ sun gbogbo nǹkan tó bá fi gbogbo nǹkan tó ń rí tó tínú wọn dùn yẹn kọ́ sun gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá ká sun gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá àwọn Fúlàní àwọn kọ́ ni problem wa ṣùgbọ́n àwọn olórí burúkú tó ń tà wá fún wọn nìyẹn àwọn ẹni òfò ẹni àdánù tó tà wá fún wọn nìyẹn Tinubu bá ti bí mi báyìí Tinubu ojoojúmọ́ báyìí pé ní máa gbé wọn jẹ́ àwọn ẹni àwọn aṣọ ká máa bọ́ ọba àṣẹ ní bọ́ ọba àwọn ṣẹ́ irú àwọn ọba yẹn lọ́ba àwọn onífẹ̀ẹ́ olórí burúkú àwọn ẹni òfò ẹni àdánù yẹn lọ́pẹ̀ lọ́ba ṣé ẹ̀hún Fúlàní ló yẹ kó máa ládìẹ̀ àbáwọ̀ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá wa ló yẹ kó máa gbèjà àwọn ẹni òfò ẹni àdánù ó dàrọ àwọn Tinubu yẹn gbogbo ní problem wa tábàdé tí ń gbé tábàdí fòkùnà ọmọ yẹn ni wàhálà àtàgọ kò lè rí ni kó sá so that is it ó dàrọ.
Well, this is where people get angry, and like we always say, it is your show, this is your platform, and sometimes you will hear things that you'll be like, and that's exactly how the person feels. You might not understand what has made him to say so, but if you look at the whole situation that is going on currently, like I said, why should we give to control my life in a Yoruba land? Because as you speak right now, Sultan of Sokoto controls Nigeria. Maybe some of you don't even understand that. So 2:45, that's the last call. There won't be any more call coming into the conversation because I've actually the plane is gone into the airplane mode. So that means I'm flying. Now, just before we wrap it up in just 15 minutes, I've actually posted something on our timeline where you can also go and read that article. I know you will not have all the time in this world to go and read. So you expect people like us to help you out. But the regional human rights system, the African, inter-American, and European human rights systems are important for the promotion and protection of human rights at the international level. Bashir Madaduro Gegebi Orilede will not be the same template that they've used in the past. We might use some of them, and we might not end up using any of them. Because Tabalowo, East Timor is a country that fought. What jargon it did. But during those times, Tabalowo, even though I know I'm really out of my time now, East Timor, right? I did a full program on it. I can't remember. I'm not taking any more calls. Whoever is calling, whatever you're calling, and you're calling the wrong number. This person I've sent to it doesn't seem that you get the message. So, and to get message, that means you are not listening. Mo didi lo send message si láti pé kẹ́ má pè ẹ tún pè sórí the same number. That means that you are not listening to the program. So number tí mo send sí yẹn nìkan lẹ máa fi máa pè nísìn. So you will not have opportunity to call that number you have called. Òkúngún ṣe gbogbo media náà lẹ kúkú ní access láti bá sọ̀rọ̀ anyway. So privilege ni pé ẹ̀yin náà bring mi sọ̀rọ̀. Cherry East Timor nígbà tó máa gba independent wọn, right? Wọ́n jà ṣéègè. But ìdí táwọn ìlú yẹn ṣe jà tó pẹ́ nígbà ni pé because era táwọn fi ń bá bọ̀ kò ń ṣerú era yẹn làwọn bá bọ̀. Era táwọn bá bọ̀ ni pé chop and chop lolúkálukú kàn ṣe. Because tó bá jẹ́ pé yours truly lóòótọ́ pé a ti fi lọ ó yẹ ká ti wà nínú ogun ti pẹ́ ká máa bá wọn jà ká máa bà nǹkan jẹ́ kókù ti pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ láti 1960. And that's a fact. But ìdí táwọn ṣe jà ni pé àwa like life àgbádùn àfẹ́ Nàìjíríà tó bá yá àgbádùn lórúkọ Jésù á dá. But àwọn ìlú kan tá a máa ń gbọ́ yẹn 1999 ní East Timor lọ́rọ̀ fún referendum. Kódà lára àwọn tó jẹ́ bí freedom fighter wọn, he ended up becoming one of the president. It's a very interesting research if you want to go and look into it. East Timor, spelled as E-A-S-T-I, then Timor, T-I-M-O-R. East Timor, no, 1999. 1999 lost the referendum, but East Timor became. People are not gonna. Even we're not taking any more calls, but they're still calling because they can't listen. East Timor, it is unbelievable. East Timor became formally independent in 2002. So kí lẹ́yìn aṣẹ sọ pé ìlú kan lè gba independent, but ìdí táwọn ṣe jà ìjà gidi ni o, ìjà gbòòrò gidi, ìbọn gidi, pàápàá ní ìjà gidi. Mo ti ṣe documentary lórí ẹ̀rí nínú ìgbà tá à ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation yìí, mo kàn lè rántí episode one. I showed you the pictures, the videos, and everything. It's very, very interesting. 2000, East Timor became a member of the UN in 27th of September 2002. Eric, I had to lose sound because of the stupid person to open this thing. I had to lose sound on Facebook because you don't listen. I'm going to block that person straight away. Idiot. Because you don't listen. Sound me till on Facebook, listen. Because of the person that called. After that, I come up with studio line, I with studio, I with number. We've lost the voice. And when you're and I'm gonna start it again. So we call us join a Koiki Odudua, and I'm just gonna end that one. Stupid people. You don't listen. So when we leave our line open and we want you to engage with us, Facebook, idiot, and I'll block the person. Stupid people all over the place. Politician because you don't listen. So what am I trying to say here is East Timor or Ijagborogi deep Bankonje, but ìdí tí àwọn ṣe tọ̀dọ̀ tí wá ṣe pẹ́ òun ni pé ibẹ̀ ni gbogbo wọn ti ń jẹ. Àníjẹ ogún Fúlàní dẹ̀ ń kó wa lẹ́rú. As long as táwa bá ti ń gba nǹkan kan nísàlẹ̀, ẹni tó fún lọ sí school, ẹni tó fún nílẹ̀, ẹni tó fún ní mọ́tò, and all that and all that. And that is what and reason why we spend a lot of time. Ètò jẹ́ ká pẹ́ nídìí jàgbàjántìs yìí nìyẹn. Tó bá jẹ́ pé àwa náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbára wa ní gbàdà kò ní dá fún yàrá ya wèrè gbòòsà ká fàbọn yọ gbogbogbò ká para wa dànù. By now àti lọ. But àwa ti lajú nísìn a lè go to that extent anymore. So the only thing that college is in pé a gbọ́dọ̀ force a shutdown. And that is going to be how we're going to go. But to do that, we have to. Tá a bá jáde tó pọ̀ ní rally is the first failed mission. Òtítọ́ lẹ́gbẹ́ lẹ́nu mi yẹn o. Tá a bá pe rally yẹn, tá a bá pọ̀ tá a bá jáde, ẹ forget it. Àti kọ́kọ́ fail mission kan nìyẹn. So ẹ má expect pé ká wá lọ declare kankan náà. A kọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ pọ̀ jáde nígboro, ní gbogbo ìgboro, anywhere. Anytime we are relying on Koiki, I'm afraid sorry Koiki Media because I'm not going to try to do anything. It's late now. Okay, Michelle, manager don't keep me around the river. And you can mark me. It will end up with a listen at Facebook. You mean what the phenomenon? Stupid people all over the place. Kill a face to so, At the phone in la láti pè láti nǹkan pè. Nígbà tá a wá fi máa lọ lẹ wá fi máa pè. Ètí yìí disturb tiwa. Wrong cable tẹni mo fi ń tẹ̀lé dídé níbi tí mo wà báyìí kọ́sí ó ti rẹ gbogbo joint mi náà báyìí. So tó bá ti kú tá a máa fi lọ because I still have my 7 minutes. Ẹ lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ ọlọ́run. So just to now complete it, bí East Timor ṣe lọ tọgbà independent tí UN recognize wọn because they are recognized. It's now a country. They might not be doing very well, but at least they fought and they got it. Then again, our population. The population of East Timor, the population as of today, I guess, I pity people that say, can you imagine àwọn tó ìjà gidi ni mo sọ ìjà gidi lọ́jà Gbogbo population is 1.3 million. But àwa nísàn àbẹ́jà àdẹ̀fẹ́ kú, but a fẹ́ lọ, which is our right. But we must prepare to come out for the mega rally. Kò mega rally ò kì í ṣe ìjà, kò dẹ̀ ṣe pé agbébọn dání. So the mega rally is the best option to start with for the exit of Nigeria. And I'm going to do a program on that. Our mega rally is now also a very, very strong tool to prove to the world that we, the Yoruba people, are ready to go. If we do not come out all over the world, in Yoruba land, in the United Kingdom, in our numbers, and we now come back and then I open my phone line and anybody's calling and talking, blah, 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 that means we failed already. I know it's not going to be a failed one because everybody now is announcing on their I've watched a lot of the platforms, everybody's talking more and more on the mega rally. If nobody's talking about the mega rally, I don't know what they really want. Don't expect the same template that this country used because they went through a lot. I want to yìnbọn bí wèrè, wọ́n ti yìnbọn. Ìbọn gidi ni mo sọ ti fàjà gidi. Ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn ò ṣe yẹn because why tá a fi ṣe yẹn ni pé we sat down on restructuring. Ó ti yé yín. Ṣáà ti mọ àwọn bàbá tó ní ká jókòó sórí restructuring. Èyí tó yẹ ká ti gbá glo ká ti jà nígbà tó yẹ ká tó wá jàjà yẹn délẹ̀ gan. Òun nígbà tọ́pa MK Abiola. Kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀, are they not the same set of politicians to sell out? Ìgbà yẹn lẹ́ka tó tún gbébọn jáde pé ẹ ní ṣoríire ká yìnbọn fúnra wa ká para wa. Yẹ ká para wa dànù. Ẹni máa kú, ẹni máa kú ló máa kú. That should have happened after the death of MK Abiola. But you know what happened again? We got sold off by olórí burúkú Ọbásanjọ́. Tó lọ gbé jáde. Ìbí bàbá yẹn náà lọ gbogbo wọn lọ ń bá nísìn. Àbí? So ìyẹn la ṣe lè lo the same template because àwọn ará East Timor àwọn yẹn fight to the last man standing. Ẹni àwọn kan ti kú nù wọn máa rántí wọn ni. The country is only 1.3 million. Àwọn lele na post jáde ká tó máa lọ ní 1.3 million East Timor. Kódà kò tí tó population Alimosho. Alimosho is one of the biggest local government in Lagos State or even if not Nigeria today. East Timor tí tó local government kan ní àbàwá nìkan náà lẹ Yorùbá but wọ́n jà but wọ́n ti gbòmìnira nísìnyí àwọn náà ti ní flag tí wọ́n lè má lówó púpọ̀ o gross domestic production wọn is 1.82 billion US dollars citizenship wọn nísìnyí kò ń ṣe ìlú burúkú tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ́ because wọ́n jà so tèmi bá sọ pé a máa jà ó ti yé yín because èmi ti lọ wo gbogbo àwọn ìlú ìpè so template táwọn wá lò àwọn ò lè lò ó because àwọn tọ̀dọ̀ ti wá orí restructure rẹ̀ jókòó lé and that is how we must be prepared. You're right. And when the rally comes off, you're going to oil my head. When the rally is called, you will see mobilization of things. I will say more than that. Ẹ̀yin kọ́kọ́ jáde náà, káwa tẹ̀lé pé jáde. Ẹ̀yin náà wá rí mobilization, ẹ wá rí nǹkan tó máa tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn. But we need the numbers. There's no need for us to be scared of any government that will do any jack shit. Forget it. That could be the end of Nigeria quickly. So the government will be very, very smart not to play stupidity. The government, I'm not going to Buhari because as far as I'm concerned, dead or alive, it's not the one controlling the government because the center is gone. But what I'm saying is, if we want to be part of a country like East Timor, 2002, was how many years ago? No, we can't call anymore. It's too late now. I got to go to bed now. We'll continue again tomorrow. So I'm just closing remarks now, and we're going. Imagine they fought till the last man standing. But at least they got what they want. Are we going to fight? When I mean fight, we're fighting now. Some of us should be in bed. You are awake listening to me. Some of you are going to work tomorrow. Even if I'm not going to work, some of you are going to work. That means we are fighting. So when we say we are going to fight, this is a fight. We have been here for the last 3 hours. We are fighting. People are watching. Some are quietly listening. And we have to. Now that East Timor has become a country since 2002, they can decide everything on their own. It might not be perfect. The economy might not be strong, but they are proud as an indigenous people that they have stand on their own. And that is the key that we must hold as the Yoruba people, that we are ready. It doesn't matter whatever is thrown at us. We are prepared to go because that is it. We are free. We are not free now because we are still locked in that chain of Nigeria. But we are free. But if we are now saying, when people send me a message and say, no going back, I say, where am I going back to again? Where are we going back? So we are rather pushed to the last limit than lay back and say, at the push there, she can push it or better can push it, so that we can deserve the glory that says in our anthem, Ogwadulawo. If not, and that means that every single one of us must be prepared to do the needful. Some of us, it's going to be very painful. I mean, sitting down here for 3 hours, you think it's easy? It's not. For a man, not even talk about our mothers. Do you understand what I mean? You all are also working very hard in your own little, whatever you're doing, spending money, only God knows how many money we have all spent. But some are now already thinking that, ni freedom ta fẹ́ gbà. Ẹ má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. Ṣé wàhálà tá à ń ṣe ṣó máa bọ́ sí yìí ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú lẹ́nu? Pé ṣé wàhálà tá à ń ṣe ṣó máa bọ́ sí? Láì sọ pé wọ́n fi èdè síyàn. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí kò yẹ kó máa jáde lẹ́nu wa nìyẹn. 2002, East Timor was recognized by United Nations and they become an independent country. So, níbi tí a máa gbede lálẹ́ nìyẹn, àfi Ọlọ́run ọba, àfi dúpẹ́. We must never have it at the back of our mind. We couldn't boss it. Never. Olawumi Koiki is going to finish because the battery is going to go flat. So you might want to join Koiki Media while I play the anthem. And on that note, there might be no, if you're watching on Koiki Media Facebook, whoever must have called, even though I said do not call. So I think the reason why today she connect me, reasons to join around, I need to stop this call coming in and speaking on my, this two iPhone. Because calling alone wale don't be able to join so really. So I'm going to stop it when I honestly. Sure, I should not be having that. So on that note, my name is Olawumi Koiki. It goes set very soon. Okudieni. Mr. Victor, ema pariwo ju, ema loud to pọ̀ jù. Okudieni bonro ni. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa. Ọ̀rọ̀ ayọ̀ la máa sùn. Èmi àbúrò yín náà ni ọmọ yín. Whichever one you classify me, I'm just in my 40s and I'm just doing my best. And until I get the Yoruba nation, I'm not going to back down. Have a very good morning and let's play the anthem. Oran Yalamasu. Bye for now. Sorry I can't mention all the names, but I appreciate every single one of you. And bye for now. Very loud. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, orílẹ̀-èdè wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fáyé rí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé àti dẹrù làbọ̀ mọ́. Kashishe, 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 kajola. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ni ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ, ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Bàbá yín jíṣẹ́ fún CSI, Oran Yalamasun. Bye for now.